Good evening. Before we start the show, here at Razor Comics, diversity, inclusion, and standing up for equality are not talking points, they are core values. Calling out racism, bigotry, and abuse of power in the comic book community and beyond has always been part of this channel's DNA. It's who I am as a person. Tonight, we pause to remember Renee Nicole Good, whose life was taken far too soon. This is not just a tragedy, it is a reminder of the real human cost when systems dehumanize people and treat lives as disposable. Regardless of politics, no family should have to endure this kind of loss, and no community should be asked to stay silent in the face of injustice. Here at Razor Comics, we offer our deepest condolences to Renee Nicole Good's family, friends, and loved ones. We stand with them in grief, and we stand for accountability, humanity, and change. Please join me now in a moment of silence. Thank you.
Welcome to the show, people. Welcome to the show.
What to do, comic book gurus? It's your boy Razor Comics, and it's been 4 months. It has been 4 months since I've said this. Welcome to Late Night with your host, Razor Comics. What to do, guys? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you for everyone watching on the live stream. We're going live. It's a different time. It's been months, so I understand it's going to be a slow build. So I get it. If you're listening or watching on the replay, please smash the like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel, will you, to help your boy out. It's free, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you really want to help me out, it's $2.99 for a membership to subscribe for the gurus. I'm bringing back the gurus next week, guys. If I hit my goal tonight of a $5 super chat, I'm $3 away from being that $100 mark for the monetization where you get paid out. I'm at 97 and some change. I have a goal. Tonight, one super chat of $5 will get me over that hump, and we start paying it back. All the money that gets made off the channel, it goes back into the channel. I put it back into the StreamYard. I put it back into the comic books. We do giveaways every week. So let's get the ball rolling. Let's start it off. We need a $5 super chat. That's the goal. I would appreciate if anybody who can drop that. And that way next week, I'll make sure I put together a sick covers, bro. Giveaways every week. Starting when we get that monetization up, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Thank you so much. Welcome to the show, guys. It's Razor Comics Late Night After Hours.
Welcome to the show, people. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the party. If you're stopping by, say hi in the chat. Everybody's welcome. This is a community show. It's for mature audiences. We're going to get into some mature themes. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Welcome to the party, pal.
We have a show lined up for you tonight, man. It has been 4 months, so I am excited to get into it. A lot has happened in the last couple of years. We're going to have a good time tonight, though, guys. We have the Razor Rants. We got the 6 covers, bro. Top 10, which is going to be a Razor roasting Razor. I usually don't announce the top 10, but I'm going to announce the top 10. It's the top 10 reasons why I was canceled from the comic book community. So I'm going to be laughing at myself tonight. We're going to be looking back throughout the show over the last 2 years of late night shows. Guys, believe it or not, your boy has been doing late night shows for 33. There's 33 shows on the list. I normally don't look at my playlist, right? It's been a while since I've actually even looked at it. I just add. But let me show you guys something. And throughout the show, we are going to be going through some of the highlights or the lowlights, if you will. But the late night after hours started off originally as a live unboxing. It was an after hours show that I would come home after work, and it wasn't on a specific time. It used to be Saturday nights. There was no specific time for the show. I would just come by. I would go live. I didn't promote nothing. There was no Instagram. There was just me hanging out, showing off haul books. And then from there, it evolved to a late night show, Christmas specials. And then we got a co-host after that. But we're going to go through some. I'm looking at some of these thumbnails and they're freaking. Oh my God. We're going to laugh at the year or two because it's been 2 years since I've been doing content. And we're going to pretty much just do a celebration, guys. It's my birthday coming up in a couple weeks. Been doing the show for 2 years. We did take a step back. We took a punch in the gut, but that's okay. You learn, you move on, you grow. And I can't wait to get back to the show, guys. We're moving to a new time. It's Friday now. So mark it on your calendars, 6 p.m. My time is 8 p.m. Eastern. So mark it down. We're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. We're going to bring back all the shenanigans and keep it fun. We're just going to bring back the fun. It's going to be this big guy up here having a good time. So shout out in the chat. What it do, guys? Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate everybody who's been watching the channel. I really appreciate everybody who's been, whether you've been watching it to troll me, whether you've been watching it because you enjoy the journey, for whatever reasons, I do appreciate it. Your boy is getting older. He learned some lessons, and we are going to have a great time tonight, guys. So thank you for stopping by. We have a lot to get to. We're diving into the Kaboom controversy, Kaboom comics. We're going to be talking about that in tonight's Razor Rant. Everybody's welcome. So welcome to the show. All are welcome.
Welcome to the party, pal.
We're back and we ain't leaving nowhere.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah, we ain't fucking leaving. Yes. So thank you. Thank you, guys. Let's get into the show, right? We have a big show lined up. Top 10 sick covers, bro. Clayton Crain domination. He's domination over the nation, man. The sick covers is dominated by Clayton Crain. So if you're a Clayton Crain fan, easy for you to say, Razor. You're going to enjoy tonight's show, guys. So stick around. Loads of laughs. You ready? Because I'm ready.
Let's go then.
Let's go then. Hey, Razor. What, man? We're back. We just started the show. Hey, man. Where you been, man? How come you took so long to come back, man? Well, first off, I said that we were going to do the ceasefire Sunday, and we're going to take some time off, and then we're going to come back to the show. So we did do that. We just took a little bit longer to come back. Ceasefire Sunday was great. Shout out to Comic Vet, my guy, Comic Vet, the Comic Vet. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping me do the show. It was a short show. I'll be honest with you. I enjoyed doing the show, the Ceasefire Sunday with the Comic Vet. It was a 2-hour show. It was kind of like a quick show. I wish it was a little bit longer. I wish it was a little bit more involved with the community, with dropping the links. So it was a different experience, and I had a great time with the Comic Vet, and I would do it again. But I am going to bring the Ceasefire Sunday back, where we get together once a month, and it's the community hangout. I dropped the link. I'm going to bring some haulers with me. We're going to show some books off. We're going to have a good time. So look for Ceasefire Sunday, guys, where I actually bring on some comic book haulers, and we actually show some comic books, and we talk about, just having a good time. Speaking of haulers, I am going to be doing another live stream show called The Best of the Best Comic Book YouTube Haulers, where that's all it is. It's just nonstop comic book haulers, people who I'm watching, people who you should watch. So stay tuned for that here at Razor Comics. Now, what it do, comic book gurus? We are back. Razor Comics is now back. Late Night After Hours has moved to 6 p.m. AZ time. What is that? It's +2, divide, add pi. 8 p.m. Eastern. Lock it in. got breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the straight drama department, I came across Kaboom Comics on Facebook because why? Well, I'm old, and that's where old people get their news from. It's called Facebook for you young people. It's not the Insta. It's not the TikTok. I'm not a streamer on Twitch. Unfortunately, I don't do the TikTok. Never have. I am very happy to say that I have never. It's on my phone. Right? It's downloaded as an app. I've removed it, but I have never opened up a TikTok account, and I will never open up a TikTok account just because I've never done it. I don't want to do it. I'm old. I believe at a 47-year-old man now, coming on 47 here in January. Well, yeah, we're in January, a couple weeks. I don't need to be on TikTok. You know what I mean? I'm a Facebook guy. So I came across this on Facebook, guys. This is Kaboom Comics. They have a little bit of drama themselves that happens. Kaboom Comics, if you're not familiar with them, they're an LCS down in McAllen, Texas, and they do things a little bit differently. They have something called midnight releases. Now, for some of you young folks, you might know what a midnight release is, might not have any understanding what that is, but this goes back to at least my days. I remember midnight releases back in the 90s where record stores more, I can remember more vividly that it was Tower Records that would do the midnight releases for the new CDs, bro, that would drop. New music guys, for a little bit lesson for you youngsters, used to come out on Tuesdays, right? Physical media, you would have to go into your record store, your local shop, as it was, and buy you physical media that came out on Tuesdays, right? So in the 90s, there was a big push for these CDs. People were out there grabbing them, and they could not wait to get their hands on such jams as Gin and Juice, Snoop Doggy Dogg. I stood in line for the midnight release at Tower Records for Snoop Dogg's that Gin and Juice album, Doggy Style. I remember the artwork on the cover. I loved it. I stood in line for it. A midnight release is one of the best times I ever had. One of the most vivid memories I have, like hanging out in a line with people, kind of like that camaraderie you get from like overnight concerts and, where you're waiting in line. And I got that from hanging out for the midnight releases for Tower Records, man. And this is something that they used to do back in the day, son. Back in the 90s, you would stand in line to be one of the first ones to cop that joint. Now, some other places like Warehouse, right? And there's a local shop here that's called Circle Records. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to Circle Records. It's a record shop that's been around forever, man. My dad used to go there to pick up oldies, right? Lowrider oldies, homie. Art LeBeau's oldies, East Side, Volume 1 through whatever. Those oldies, bro, that you can't even find nowadays, right? He would go and pick lowrider oldies, right? He would go and pick those up. I would ride with him. Now, they were underground and hardcore. They would release their shit on Sunday afternoons. We knew that growing up, and we would head there as kids, the teenagers, pick up our music because they would drop it on Sunday afternoons. So I grew up around these midnight releases, and it was fun for me. I've always been a fan of if you've got it, let it go. Now, back in the 90s, this was music, bro. This was physical media, and the record companies knew what was going on. They didn't give a shit. There was no sanctions on Tower Records, no sanctions on Warehouse, because they knew they were moving their major product. Here's where comic book shops and the publishers or the distributors are fucking shit up, right? They're now coming after Kaboom Comics and others who are doing these midnight releases if they're releasing them like 30 minutes early or an hour early, which is bullshit, bro, because it's a brick and mortar. You can't release those comics, have a party, bring your people in, promote the hobby. This is the reason why people get pissed off and just get turned away from it. Like you're having a party, handing out pizza and candy, bringing people into your shop. People are excited, probably even buying books before the new, not even concentrated on the new comic book stuff. They're probably there just hanging out, man, having a good time, buying books from their local comic book shop. And you're ruining that because you want to now ban people from having a good time because they're not holding to this whole street date bullshit. I was one of the first ones to talk about this street date release bullshit when it came to the blind bags. Specifically, if you guys remember, the Mark Spears blind bags. Oh no, Razor, we're not going to get into them again. Yes, the Mark Spears blind bags. Listen, guys, if you have it, go for it. If you have the product, you're doing good to the hobby by getting it out there to the people, by getting it into their hands. The only thing that is fucking up is flippers and resellers. That's the only thing that shit's fucking up. Other than that, the hardcore collector, the people that are having fun with the hobby, you are fucking up their hobby by taking away the midnight releases, by ratting people out when it comes to blind bags. Oh, they're ripping blind bags 2 days early than release date. A lot of these people don't even understand the meaning of release date. Release date means the day that it hits the streets. The day that you have that physical piece of media in your hands is the release date. Okay. So if I'm ripping blind bags, right? Mark Spears blind bags 2 days before comic book day on a Monday night, if I want to, right? And I'm ripping those and I'm selling those, you're not going to get those until Wednesday. So technically, you're not fucking up the street date release. You're having a good time and you're promoting the hobby. What happens is you get people that they pick and choose what side of the fence. Oh, if it's Mark Spears, we're going to rat that guy out. But if it's the comic book shop, the brick and mortar, oh, pobrecito, we're you know what? Poor those guys. This is the hypocrisy that I see in the comic book, the content creators, the comic book hobby. No one's going to call it out, of course, but I see it. And I feel bad for Kaboom Comics because I am a proponent of if you got it, you sell it. I don't give a shit if it's an hour. It's fucking sell it on Monday, bro. It's promoting the hobby. Are you mad because you're a flipper and now that's who gives a fuck about the flippers? Flippers are the one fucking the hobby up. Fuck those guys, right? Look at this shit. You can't make $20 off a $5 comic book. The people that are enjoying the midnight releases are the true fans. So I do feel bad for Kaboom Comics, and I want to see them come back with the midnight releases. I think that's bullshit that they released the midnight drops. They were having a good time, and then somebody snitched them out, and then all of a sudden now they've got the the old smack on the wrist, and now they can't do the midnight releases anymore. That's bullshit. And what's also bullshit, hypocrites in the content create world who want to jump on certain people's bandwagons when it comes to these blind bags. But when it comes to your local comic book shop and new comic book day, oh no. So let's be across the board with our outrage. You know, if you're going to get upset about the Mark Spears blind bag 2 days, and then you're going to come rushed. I mean, what are we talking about here? I mean, we're talking about the same fucking thing, right? Point is, the midnight releases should stay. There's nothing wrong with the midnight. Hell, man, I would do it on Monday. If you're in the chat, let me know. Comment down below. If you're watching the replay and you're listening in, guys, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about these midnight releases. This is Kaboom here. I'll read what they have off their Facebook. Now, this is the last news that I have. If you guys have any updates and you're in the chat, of course, this guy doesn't know shit about comic books. Please feel free to correct me. It's all good, guys. We're all welcome here. So this was on Monday at 9:51, right? Kaboom Comics said, it's come to our attention that someone has reported our midnight releases to both DC and Marvel with some misinformation. As we work on resolving this issue, it's with great sadness that we have to cancel this week's midnight release. And this was Batman Arkham End. So this was a big, issue that came out. Further midnight releases are still up in the air as we try to resolve the issue with Marvel DC. We're not sure who reported us, but whoever it was isn't too happy with the events we host. Fast forward to a couple days ago, right? So this was Monday, 9:51. This was in 2 days later. Ladies and gentlemen, it isn't looking too good with these midnight releases. It has been a real blast, and we hope you all enjoyed going to them as much as we enjoyed hosting them. If anyone wants to continue to support, the best way is to show up to Kaboom on New Comic Book Day every Wednesday. Successful New Comic Book Days are how we can keep moving forward. As of now, we promise to find ways to continue to bring the comic community together in the RGV. So shout out Kaboom Comics. And yeah, man, that's some bullshit right there that they had to pull their midnight releases because I'm sure they were doing pretty good. And from what I was seeing on their Facebook, on the reels, everybody was showing up. The youngsters, the kids, the grown-ups, they had goodies out there from them. And a total bummer, man. Puro pelo to whoever snitched on Kaboom. I don't even know if you call it, like, what the hell are we doing? You know what I mean? Puro pelo to anybody who snitched on them.
You want a piece of me?
Welcome by, guys. This is the Late Night After Hours. I'm your host, Razor Comics. Smash a like, comment, subscribe. We are bringing it back. Thank you for everybody who's stopping by. I'm going to hit me a bowl. Okay? 'Cause that's what we do. We smoke a bowl. And, yeah, we'll continue with the show. We are going to get into a couple of highlights, lowlights, if you will. You see me take a deep breath before I mention that? Guys, I'm not going to say it's cringe, but I was trying to clip like a highlight reel. I even reached out to Synthetic Panels, and it's just too much. It was like I'm asking like to move Earth. Like I was trying to clip like best highlights from all the shows. That's hard. Like I ran out of credits on Opius like right away. Opius is that clipping service. Ran out of it right away. As I was clipping, I was watching some of the old videos, and man, holy shit, bro. was this guy going through a lot of anger issues, man? So let me pull up a couple of episodes. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take it back. We're going to take it back for a sec. I think I could do this right. No, I know I'm doing wrong. Already messing it up, Razor. Which one was it? There you go. Remove, add to the stage. All right. No, that's not it. I keep saying that's not it. All right. I can't get the layout right. All right, hold up. Hold up. Ah, we got it. We got it. All right, we're back. Let's take a look. Let's take a look back, guys, to the first haul video on Late Night After Hours.
He's a Mexican dude with glasses, and he starts his books off at $1. $4 is the max. I got a fucking box that's huge. It has at least 40 comic books. I'm gonna open that up, guys. We're gonna have big fun. So yeah, check me out on Saturday, guys, to see what this is here. But it's all gonna be sick covers, bro. Like all exclusive.
These are 32 of the shows here that we did. 32 of them, guys, a shit ton of them. It all started off with live unboxings, just me hanging out. And then the very first late night show where I'm kind of like hosting in front of the camera and not showing off my hauls was the Wahoo Comics Drops Funniest Video of All Time. And I do have it queued up. So let me hit that for you. So let's do this. Let me pull it up. Wahoo Comics, shout out, man. My guy. I don't know how many views it has yet, but let's check a look. This guy's so fucking funny, man. He fucking kills it, guys. It's at 40 views. It came out 3 hours ago, so it's doing pretty good, man. Watch the video, guys. It's hilarious. We're gonna e-fap it, as the kids say. E-fap it. It's what's happening, Captain. All right, here we go. Let me know if the volume's good. I'm gonna turn it all the way up on the YouTube Zeus. Okay, so we'll turn it all the way up. All right, you guys ready for this shit? All right, check this shit out. This shit's fucking funny. Here we go. You ready? I'm ready. Scoot in.
Made a huge mistake because I bought this comic, which I'll show you in just a minute, from Razor Comics just 2 days before it was revealed by he who shall not be named in this video, because it's a very sticky situation that Razor loves to dox people, or in other words, make their personal information public online. And as soon as I found that out, I realized that his selling me this comic was just a trap, where he was looking to get my personal address under.
And then this guy, he
Making fun of
he
shit
takes a
that's just
while
so
to do his
unbelievably
delivery.
fucked up that the only thing you can
It
do
was
is
pretty.
laugh
It was a pretty good video.
in the comic book community.
Wahoo is a guy in the comic community who does these type of well, he used to do like these type of shticks where he's making fun of the comic community, and I was on his radar for this this video. And it was one of the first ones where I'm just kind of sitting there and just like efapping a video of somebody efapping me. it was fun, and that was the start of a monster, because once I started getting the getting the feel for how fun it was to come do live streams, I wanted to continue doing them. And the next one after that was a Christmas special that we did, the Raise Your Comics Christmas special, and that went on for a while.
Out and then 5
3.5
minutes later
hours.
it's gonna pop up.
And it was the first time that I had George on the show as for the late night. And it was when I had a buddy of mine called Lock Win, Mad Monkey Love, shut up. And it was pretty much the first time that me and George started working on the late night show together, where we're bouncing ideas back and forth. And then after that, we'll get into the relationship and how late night kind of started on the same blowing up, but started doing pretty good after that. So we'll come back. Thank you for everybody who's here tonight. It's late night after hours. I'm your boy, Razor Comics. What it do, guys? All are welcome. All are welcome.
Welcome to the show, people. Welcome to the show.
All are welcome. All are welcome.
We are hanging out tonight, getting back into the groove of things. I'm going to take a hit of my bowl before we transition into our next segment to the sick covers, bro. And just kind of stare in the camera for a minute, you know. Guys, the goal tonight is to get a $5 super chat. The next week, we'll do a giveaway. I'll put together a stack of sick covers, bro, and we'll do a giveaway. So $5 is the goal for a super chat. If we can get that, that puts me over the $100 hump. I'm at $97. I haven't been doing the show for a while. Any live streams, videos here and there, and I'm at $97. So I was like, man, I'm at $97. So $3 more gets me at 100. YouTube pays out, and then we start doing the giveaways, and we start getting the momentum back and getting the show going back on Friday nights, every night. Sick covers, top 10 intro. So let's get into some sick covers. These sick covers that I pulled up are the new comic book day covers for January 14th. So these are going to be sick covers for January 14th. Got it? Everybody? We're all January 14th. Hit it!
Sickest shit you'll ever see.
It's time for some sick covers, bro. So let's get into it tonight, guys. Well, I'm going to try to get into it tonight. I knew I was going to have issues with this. Guys, give me one moment. What the fuck? Of course. Why is it doing that? Good Lord. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to fix this right now. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, that'll work. The first cover up on the sick covers, bro. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate your patience. We got the Doom cover, guys, here. This is the Clayton Crain Doom cover. And this, I do believe, is the... Which one is this? Hang on. God damn it. Sorry, guys. We are having issues big time. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna come right. All right, well, here we go. Doom number 1. 150 Clayton Crain cover. This is the Virgin variant on the Doom. Next one up is a David Nakayama variant for the Black Cat. I can't see what number it is, guys, so you might have to help me out in the chat. But this is the David Nakayama for the Black Cat that I have for the sick cover, bro, for January 14th, New Comic Book Day. Sorry we're having technical difficulties, guys. We're back. We'll work through the kinks, I promise. We'll figure it out. But this is a David Nakayama sick cover for the variant cover on the Black Cat. Not sure what issue this is, but that is a sick cover. And the next one up is another Clayton Crain Virgin variant. These Clayton Crains are hot, guys. When I was going through the covers this week, I kept coming across the Clayton Crains. There was a whole shit ton of them, and this is the next one on the list here, the Clayton Crain. I think there's a Spirit of Vengeance cover. I can't read it from here, but this is another sick cover. Next one up for New Comic Book Day, as it rolls along. Oh man, this one right here. This was the Null one. I remember this one from what I can see here, which is small. It's the Null one. Clayton Crain, another Virgin variant, sick cover. I haven't read. I mean, these are next week, so don't know about anything about any stories. These are New Comic Book Day covers coming out next week. Another Clayton Crain on the sick covers, bro. I can barely see these from right here. Holy shit. What was the last one? Oh, the last one was another 1 in 15 Clayton Crain Virgin variant. This one's sick, man. This was like an octopus. This was something that I came across. I haven't read this story, but I've seen this cover and I want to add it in here. This is another Clayton Crain Virgin variant cover. This is dope. Sick cover, bro. That's the Supernatural cover. That's the cover. That's where it was from. Supernatural. And then the let's back up here. Let's try to do this one more time. The first one was the Dungeons of Doom 1 in 50 Clayton Crain. That's sick. So now that I can see it nice and clear, thank you for sticking with me, guys. The second one is the Spirit of Vengeance number 4. Let me get to that one. But this Dungeons of Doom number 1 in 50 Clayton Crain Virgin variant, that's sick, bro. That is actually a dope cover. Clayton Crain was dominating the charts this week on the Razor Comics top 10 on the sick covers. I kept coming across nothing but these Clayton Crains, and this David Nakayama's dope. So this one here was the Black Cat, and I do believe this is the, which number was this Black Cat? Number 6. David Nakayama, Black Cat, number 6, DNA cover. This is sick, bro. So that's a fire cover right there. That's smooth. Just a sexy cover by David Nakayama. He nails them. I've been following these black cats. Actually been reading them. They're pretty fun. And Adam Hughes has been the ones that's been doing a lot of the covers. And those are the ones that I've been picking up. But I've been reading the story, and it's actually pretty fun. You know, she's trying to be a superhero. She's making the transition from supervillain. So it's actually a fun story to read. So check it out. This is the Black Cat, number 6. And then the one after that is the Spirits of Violence. Spirits of Violence, number 4. 1 in 50, Clayton Crain, Virgin variant. This was dope, bro. So this is something that I'll definitely look to pick up. Spirits of Violence, number 4, 1 in 50, Clayton Crain. Sick cover. Look at this, the wheels on that bad boy right there, man. The fires in the wheels, that looks dope, bro. That's sick. The skull, that's fire. I guess the lightning coming out of the back of the skull like it's cracking his head. Damn, that's dope, man. Spirits of Violence, number 4, 1 in 50, Clayton Crain, Virgin variant. And I'm seeing it clear now, guys. Sorry I had a little hiccup earlier, but that's definitely a sick-ass cover, man. And these are all coming out next week. After that, I think it was the Null again, right? Null, yep, Null 1 in 50. This is another Clayton Crain Virgin variant. Sick covers. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think these 1 in 50s go for around like close to $50. At least my comic book shop sells them like that way. Like if it's a 1 in 25, it's close to 25, you know, that type deal. So this is sick. And then the next one, I do believe, was the... Oh, that was it, right? The Null? Oh, no, that crazy-ass cover. Yeah, that's dope, bro. I haven't read anything about this, but this is sick right here. This is a Supernatural number 4 cover I. Number 1 in 15. 1 in 15, Clayton Crain. Cover I. So that means that's going to have a shit ton of covers for Supernatural. And that, guys, painstakingly was the sick covers, bro. And I do mean painstakingly. God damn. Oh, that was that was rough. I'm having issues with the StreamYard, just the view. So I'm trying to get the view right. So thank you for sticking with me, guys. That was rough. I apologize, but I appreciate you hanging out with me. It is late night after hours. It's your boy, Razor Comics. Welcome to the show. All are welcome.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Everybody was like, bro, just show the covers already. What the hell's going on?
Well, we're waiting.
Fuck, man. I couldn't see the goddamn screen. Like I had it all set up. And then, you know, when you're ready to go, you're ready to go. And then all of a sudden it goes all to shit when it's time. So let's try to do this. Let's see if the next segment will work. Let's see if we can do the next segment. And see if this goes out without a hitch. You ready? Oh, hey, what's going on? What's up, guys? Had to take a hit after all that nonsense of me trying to put the goddamn sick covers together. Oh, shit. That was funny, man. How's my bowl at? All right. Let's get into the late night top 10. I got 2 promos. There's 2 of them. So that was the funky. Here's the drum beat. Wait, no, that's the drum beat. Here's the funky. Which one you guys like better? Let me know. That was a little more funkier, right? Let me hear that one again. God damn, those thick covers was hard to get through. That's 4 months of rust. I'm shaking up 4 months of rust. So thank you for bearing with me. Oh man, shit, that was rough. I couldn't see the fucking screen. I couldn't make the screen big or small. And then when you're trying to add, you know, the different layouts of StreamYard, I couldn't do that. Holy shit, bro, am I rusty? That was rough. That was rough. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make fun of me now for a minute. So tonight's top 10. It's working. Yeah. Thank goodness for the small things in life. Holy shit. Yes, it's working. All right. Let's go through it, guys, while I have it up and running. Let's get the promo right. Let's get the intro right, and then we're going to run through it. Yes, I got it working. God damn it. It looks like I figured it out. We're back, baby. It's time for the late night after hours top 10. Yeah, I feel like a rookie all over again. Late night after hours top 10 with your boy Razor Comics. Tonight's late night after hours top 10, guys, is the top 10 reasons why I got canceled by the comic book community. Well, we could add 11 of them because I don't know how to run a goddamn sick covers, bro. Add producers, add 11 to the list. Doesn't know how to run StreamYard. Number 10. I didn't just look at it. Top 10 reasons why I got canceled by the comic book community. Here we go. Number 10. I didn't All right, calm down. We're gonna get through this, guys. Everybody relax. I didn't just tell a joke. I didn't just All right, everybody. I didn't just tell a bad joke. I told a historically bad joke about a dead dog, and someone thought, yes, this will be funny. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we got to pump in our own. We got to pump in our own goddamn. Bongo drum roll, guys. We got the bongo drum roll. Number 9. Top 10 reasons why I got canceled with the comic community. Number 9. Most people leave one voicemail. I left a trilogy. By the 3rd message, I even didn't know why I called. Oh man, it's supposed to be the laugh one. Top 10 reasons why I got canceled from the comic community. Number 8. I didn't burn bridges. I voicemailed them until they collapsed. Number 7, when people said take a break, I said no, I'm going to crash out publicly in HD with comments on. Number 6, I didn't cancel. I speed ran cancellation like it was a charity live stream. Number 5. I didn't cry on live stream. I scheduled emotions and went live anyways. These are bad. These are bad. Number 4. I reacted to sarcasm like it was a handwritten letter from my enemies. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Number 3. Every live stream turned into Razor versus the comic community Terror Dome. Number 2. Every live stream was supposed to be content, but somehow became evidence. Number 1 reason why I got canceled from the comic community. Talk about was like, oh yeah, cool. Put on a hit on me with the Baja Blast and a Crunch Ratch Supreme. I couldn't even get through it. Thank you guys. That was the late night top 10. Horrible as it was. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. We are working out the kinks, as you can see. There's a lot to work out. Obviously, I haven't used StreamYard in a while. So getting the StreamYard figured out is task number 1. Making sure I'm able to get the slides loaded. I'm able to read the slides. God damn. Gold Gauntlet Comics, thank you for stopping by, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for commenting on the videos. Thank you for showing love to the channel. And thank you for watching this horrible late night tonight. I really appreciate it. But we are going to get through it, man. You're going to get through it with me. You're here with me tonight. We're going to get this through us together, brother. Oh, man. It was rough getting through it. I tell you what, I haven't used the StreamYard for a while, so it's all about getting the layouts worked out, and I'll get them worked out. I mean, it's rough doing the segments and then trying to transition between the screens when I don't have the right layout. So I now know what I have to do to correct that going forward. It'll be smoother, maybe not as better. Maybe the quality won't be any better than it is now, but at least it'll be smoother. Yes, thank you, brother. Appreciate you commenting in the chat. Welcome to the show, to Late Night After Hours. Let me welcome you properly, Gold Gauntlet Comics. Thank you for stopping by and dealing with the shenanigans, man. Appreciate you. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the party, pal.
I don't even got the right light on. What the fuck? Holy shit, man. There I am. Hey, let's start the whole show over again. Let's go back and redo the whole show all over again. No, but guys, it's been crazy. The last year was crazy. 2025 was nuts, man. A lot of growing pains throughout the year. Speaking of growing pains, let's go back and recap. We'll go back to the playlist, Late Night After Hours. Let's take a look back, and I'll show you what we're talking about here. Let's add this to the stage. Oh, maybe not that one. All right. So late night, after hours, 2 years. We've been doing the content. It all kind of took off from something that we did in, I think this was late January, early February, called Racist or Not Racist. And this kind of put the comic community in a frenzy. So if you're not hip to the history of the channel, if you're kind of just watching or listening on the replay, there was a segment based off of a racist comment that was made from another content channel. And it was CJ Comics, basically that channel. I don't think he's even doing content anymore. So yeah, it was from CJ Comics. And then we basically brought it here and we did this segment where is this racist or it's not racist? And it was a whole bit. We had a whole clip and everything.
Yeah, that's racist.
Oh, that is racist.
And we basically asked the question to the comic community, is this racist or not racist? Got into a little bit of a heat about it, a little heated debate, went back and forth. We actually had people in our live stream, our chat at that time. This live chat here was going absolutely nuts, to the point where what was happening was moderators were starting to yeah, man, what happened was moderators, I don't know if you remember this, Gold Gauntlet, they were going after each other. We had a whole war that was happening in this chat, man. So as this was going down here, the late night after hours, this here is the racist or not racist, where I'll give you a little context. Okay, so there's this gentleman who's in a wheelchair, right? He's goes on a stream, CJ Comics, and he made an inappropriate joke, which turned out to be basically borderline racist. You know, the butt of the joke was something about what black people or black men and the police department and Nike have in common, or something to that effect, right? Really inappropriate. I called it out. I brought it on the show. We talked about it. We brought it up to the audience. We said, hey, what do you guys think? It set off a whole flurry. There's Comic Journey there now, and we'll raise a volume. We'll get to Comic Journey here in a moment, of course. He's a topic of discussion. Luis Mendoza. Yo, what to do? Razor. My guy, Luis Mendoza, you know, I don't like to put people's business out there, but I see the profile pic of my guy. This guy's a good-looking man. Fighting off the chicks with a stick. Say so from us, bro. JT Jefferson Darcy. That's right. Darcy. And he was married to Marcy Darcy. Good call, man.
Yes, Jefferson Darcy.
Right? Good call, my guy. Stick reference. Now, of course, I don't have my, as this show starts to progress, guys. But yeah, that was, what the hell is that all about, big guy? This chat, as you'll see, it starts to get intense, man. Faces start popping up in the chat. We start getting into the discussion. We bring the we try to bring the individual on the show. I couldn't get to him because there was so much going on in the chat at the time, and it got to the point where people in the chat that were my moderators, they started going after each other, started banning each other, and basically timing each other out. People got pissed at me because I didn't call them out for it. I didn't stop them from doing it, and it got really nuts, man. And this was kind of on the road to the late night after hours, where we just start talking about what's going on in the community, kind of pointing out what I felt were just kind of racial overtones that nobody was talking about. And it kind of started to pretty much lay the foundation of the channel, you know, what the niche community was going to be for me, which was going to be talking about the comic community, which is going to be about actually what's going on with the content creators, you know, these live streams that people like to hang out in. What's drawing people to these live streams? Why do people like to spend so much time watching these? And then I caught myself doing it. I said, holy shit, I see why people love to watch these live streams and don't like to, you know, rather do this than watch television, because it's entertaining, it's interactive. You get to know the people. You get to talk to them on a more personal basis. And it's fun to watch somebody that you can actually relate to on a level. Here's the problem that I was having doing the shows. What to do, PTT, my guy? Thank you for stopping by, man. Welcome to the show, my guy. Kyle, Promiscuous Time Travel. Appreciate you. PTT, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the fucking show.
I don't know if you remember this time, brother. This was the racist or not racist. There you are. He's in the chat right there, right underneath the Comic Journey. Chiming in. If you remember that war that was going on in the chat, man, was nuts. Like, the whole community was having a conversation. And it wasn't just to piss people off. It wasn't so that, you know what, let's go after each other. It started off like, let's have a conversation, you know. And then it kind of escalated to, you know, where it started getting a little dirty. But it was all in intentions. It was never my intention to kind of like bash people and bring people down. I wasn't the guy like, I want to bring you down. You know, it wasn't my, it was never in my mind to destroy people, right? Like, if you even go back to like the Razor Rants and the live streams that I did, I was always asking a question. What do you guys think? Is this racist? Is it not racist? Here's what I'm seeing. I'm probably nuts because I don't know a whole lot, right? I'm new to the community. I've only been watching YouTube. I've only been doing YouTube for a couple years. So my whole spiel was I'm going to just pretty much give my take on what I see. And if people get pissed off, some of the content creators that supposedly I'm cool with, made friends with or whatever, then that's okay, because the whole thing should be about just communication, right? And Kyle was a big proponent about this, about just talking things out, having a discussion. It was never about me taking shots and just basically just calling people out. I wanted to make fun of community members. I wanted to say, hey, just do jokes about them. At some point, and we're going to go back through some of these late night shows, you'll see where it just started to escalate, where I felt that there was people in the community that wanted to destroy me. And not only did I feel that, it was true that people wanted to bring me down a notch, if you will. And they did that. They succeeded in bringing me down multiple notches. They came after me in troll accounts. They did. You guys have been following, so you know the story on and on and on. But when we started doing the live show, me and George originally, and we put the show together, it was basically just a show touching on the comic book community, highlighting on pop culture events, and engaging with the content around us, meaning the content creators that were putting out that content. I wanted to engage with those individuals and then come back here to Razor Comics and report on the shenanigans or the stuff that's happening over there. Obviously, that's very hard to do now because of how it escalated. But this was all a fun. This was a fun show for me, man. I had a great time doing the show. It wasn't like we were trying to destroy CJ. It was not like I was going after his Kickstarter or whatever and wanted to take that down. Like I'm not the individual the person to do anything malicious to hurt somebody's livelihood. That's not what this was about. And that's not what this show was about. And that's not what this live special was about here. This was just highlighting something that I saw and asking you guys in a funny way, hey, what do you think? And it just escalated until people started choosing sides. So that was one of the highlights. If you want to call it that. From the last 33 shows, guys. That's a shit 32 shows, 33 including this one. Man, that's a lot of shows. So yeah, that was the late night show with George, that we called that the racist or not racist. And then after that, you would think that it calmed down, right? Then it's gonna relax, man. We're take a deep breath, come back a week later, let's get back to having fun, right? Nope. Things to try to break me down, right? My credibility shot because Razor, he wasn't accurate here or that. That's what they do. Instead of looking at their fucking guy, the big picture, that their friend's a straight piece of shit racist, and they don't care. Their heads are so far up their ass, and they lick this guy's nuts so good that they don't want to come to the fact that what he said was absolutely a racist jab, and he's gonna actually fucking agree that what he said was wrong, and we'll get to it. But Brian won't say that when I'm on the panel. He'll wait till I'm gone. And this part here about me saying, so as you can see, we didn't take a week off. We came right back very hard with the Illumifraudis. This was the DJ Sellout and Legion of Cronies. Bow down to Brian LCS. Man, that's a long thumbnail. But that's the Crain game, as we call it around here. Let's see if we can find it. I haven't watched this, guys. And here it is. It will be you by yourself, just like tonight. I get it. Hang on, no, that's not it. You guys know that Brian Else over there. Fine. What they're trying to do is there's a moment like I'm sure somebody could tell me exactly the moment that I cry on here. I'm sure there's somebody out there who has it pinned. This is the whole community right here. All he has to do is sit back, disgusted, because you guys had all day to take your shots. Rob Fat Stacks is explaining it to you guys perfectly right now. No, he doesn't need to. I was so mad right here, guys. I started crying. He's gonna. The thing is with Brian, he got his ego, man. He doesn't want his ego to get hurt, and because he has all these people that are gonna, basically come to. It's gotta be. DJ and Rob won't say public.
Thank you.
Enjoy your Valentine's Day.
Here, just having a good time right now.
When this is all said and done, and hopefully we can all be on one panel together and laugh
and whatever.
Just that's between me and you.
Now unsubscribe. Thank you.
It's Ron today, and we'll go back to it. We'll show it. I can't find the moment I cried. So, you know what? I thought I cried for like a half. The way they clipped me on other channels, it's like I cried the whole show. I'm trying to. If you guys know the moment I cried, let me know, because I think it's funny. It is hilarious. I mean, I was so upset that I cried on the because I'm an emotional guy. I'll be honest with you. I was that kid. I don't know if you guys were this kid that when you would get in fights, like in high school, more specifically, like in elementary, actually, I wouldn't say in high school, but like in elementary school, when I would get in fights, I'd be that kid that would cry, bro, like during a fight. Like that would be me. I'd be so mad. I was like Ralphie. You know what I mean? Like on fucking on Christmas Story. Yeah, thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me. It actually it does mean a lot to me, to be honest with you, bro, because this channel, we might get a couple people now that we're restarting doing the late night show. I've always said it's not made for everyone. It's a niche group. It's a small group, that I've learned after the couple of years of doing the channel, brother, that I can't be cool with everyone, man. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? That's not reality. Reality is that we are niche around here. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you and promiscuous here, since you guys are, helping me out in here in the chat, and I appreciate it. Thank you for the engagement. And the reason why me and promiscuous Kyle, my buddy, are really cool with each other, and the reason why we vibe with each other, and we can have differences, and we can talk and have a conversation, and still to this day, he pops up in the chat every once in a while. It's because I can relate to Kyle, and there's not a whole lot of people that I can relate to, which is why what makes this channel niche, right? So I'll make myself big for a second. We'll go back to a couple low lights. So what makes this channel niche and small is that it's because I can only relate to certain people. Growing up as a minority, I'm going to be real here with you guys for a minute. Growing up as a minority, as a Mexican, as a nerd, somebody who doesn't speak Spanish, Mexican-American, in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's be honest, guys, just in the content creating world, here in the comic book world, the comic community in general, there's not a whole lot of us. There's not a whole lot of minorities. There's not a whole lot of black people. There's not a whole lot of me's, right? There's only certain people that I can gravitate to and that I can relate to just in life. There's a lot of good YouTubers, don't get me wrong, that do great content that I just can't relate to. And it's nothing to do with them personally. It's just how I've grown up. I'll be honest with you. It's my culture. It's where I'm from. So when I do the channel, you guys notice the references from the movies, that's from Eddie Murphy to the homies, to all the shit that I bring with me. That's the shit that I've grown up with watching. All the American Me, the Blood In, Blood Out, all, I grown up. And so the people that get those references from the early Haul videos, they usually stick around. So Kyle's one of them. They hang out in the chats. They might not comment every once in a while because they associate with somebody that they can relate to. And it's hard to do in the comic book community world. Because I'll be honest with you, when I do put on the content creation and I watch YouTube, thanks, brother. I get that a lot, man. You remind me of your cousin. Yeah, I get that. When I do watch content creator and I put on YouTube and I start watching people do their content, I'll be honest with you, there's not a whole lot of I relate to, and there's not a whole lot of us that are out here doing us. If I'm saying that right, the minorities that do content, they they how do I put this? When you get to know certain individuals and how they grow up, what their culture is and how they're raised, and you can kind of relate to what they've been through. And I see those content creators making content. I see what they're doing, and what I mean when I see what they're doing is there's a certain way. You guys understand what a customer service voice is, right? You know what I mean? When you're at work, you put your customer service voice on, right? And it's different than when you leave work. So when I'm watching the minorities in my circle here, and specifically the Chicanos, what I'm noticing is that they're putting on the customer service voice. They're not really being who they are, because they want to appease the community, and the whole thing is grow together. And to do that, if you watch the content, there's not a whole lot of us hanging out doing us. Because let's be honest with you, and I'll be honest with you, if you saw a group of us together, who actually do content that can relate to each other, the feel would be different, the vibe would be different, the talk would be different. So what I'm saying is that this channel has always built around that niche group. I knew that I wasn't get a lot of people to relate to who I was, but the people that who do relate are going to relate to this minority guy, this Hispanic, this Mexican, this Chicano who grew up in the 80s and 90s around lowriders, and what I mean, watching Bound by Honor and fucking Eddie Murphy and Garbage Pail Kids. So I knew that group would relate to the shit that I was gonna do. So I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate you guys sticking through the ups and downs. And we're gonna go back through some of the Razor, the late night after hours throughout the night. So thank you guys for stopping by. That late night top 10 was hard. If you're watching on the replay, welcome. This is Razor Comics, late night after hours. All are welcome.
Welcome to the show, people. Welcome to...
All are welcome. All are welcome.
Welcome to the fucking show.
We're back, baby. We're going to figure out the whole live stream situation, guys. We're going to get back to rolling, rocking and rolling. And man, it feels good, man. It feels good to finally do some live streams, to come full circle. Last year was crazy, right? But we're going to do the giveaways. The goal is to do a super chat. If not, no worries, guys. We'll get to the giveaways eventually. I'm at $97 now. So once we get to the $100 mark, which will be hopefully in a couple weeks, then that money will hit next month. In the meantime, don't worry about it. The giveaways will start coming back again, and we're going to start building that steam up. I'm going to have a guest coming out on the show in the next week or two that I reached out. Don't want to release who that is, but we'll be reaching out to have some other members of the comic community come here. But this is a artist from the comic community we're going to have on once that artist feels a little bit better, and have a little conversation, a little interview, and sit down with Razor. We're going to reach out to some members of the comic book community, have them on, do some interviews, late night style. So we're just getting back to the groove of things, guys. We're back. There's a couple of things I do want to touch on before we go back to some of the highlights from last year. I have been watching some content lately as far as YouTube content and people that are doing some amazing stuff out there. One of them is Crazy Hungarian. Shout out to Crazy Hungarian. I'm not sure if he's watching or if he's listening to the replay, but I just want to shout you out, sir. You've been doing an amazing job out there with your Friday show. live from YouTube is Friday. Check out Crazy Hungarian and my guy Rob, Cheap Comic Collector. I think he's filling in for Crazy Hungarian. So Joe, shout out. Hope everything's okay, brother, and hope to see you back in the next week or two. But check him out. He's been doing amazing stuff. Pop Comics has been dropping some amazing haul videos. I've been watching his haul videos. I'm a hauler, so I love to watch haul videos. Comics Den has been doing some cool stuff. I saw a short where he popped up on this kid man, pulled out his backpack at a comic book convention and had bangers on there, bro. Like the first appearance of fucking like of Rhino. This kid put out his backpack and he didn't know who Comics Den was. And he's the guy from Comics Den was like, hey man, I got a small YouTube channel. Is it okay? The kid's like, yeah. This fucking kid had just mass knowledge, bro, when it came to comic books. And then he's like, can I see what you got? He started pulling out just banger at this fucking kid, man. I was like, damn, bro. He had some sick shit in that backpack. So Comics Den is another one. As far as the comic community awards in that circle, obviously I've taken a step back and reevaluated my situation, and we're no longer going to be taking shots at that whole comic community awards thing. That was a whole debacle. I'll be honest with you. That was a shit show. I've said my piece on the whole comic community awards. I don't plan on going back and revisiting the whole comic community awards. I know that was a whole reason why a lot of people, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, came through and was watching the channel. Shout out, brother. Thank you for the love and appreciate the support. I'll be honest with you guys. We're not going to be going back to taking shots at the comic community awards. I think I made my point, and as far as what my feelings were on the comic community awards and what's going on over there with Brian LCS and the whole situation. So I don't feel the need to revisit. Basically, what I'm trying to do is just move forward with the channel for the Razor Rips, Hauls, and Rants. Those are going to be coming out and just doing the live streams, especially with the community hangouts, the Ceasefire Sunday. I really like dropping the link and having people come on the show and just hanging out and just getting along with people and just kind of reaching out and allowing people to shout out their channel, what they're doing. Iobi likes to stop by and talk about what he's working on. So that seems to really help out. And all I want to do now, guys, after all that bullshit, is just get back to hanging out with you guys, showing off the sick covers, talking comic books. I came across a couple of things that I'm going to share with you guys. One of those things that I came across was this website called Batcave that I'll pull up here in a moment. And Batcave is a website that I pulled up as batcave.biz. If you're listening on the replay, batcave.biz is a website. And if you can deal with the ads, or if you have an ad blocker that you can go to actually read comic books, new comic books. Like if it's a new comic book day book and it just came out, you can actually go there and read it. I wasn't aware of this. This was something that was new to me. My buddy reached out to me and let me know about this. And I was not aware of this website. And since I came across this batcave.biz, I've been reading a shit ton of comic books, more specifically the Absolute Batmans, and being caught up. Now, I didn't know that these guys could even do this. I don't even know how they can do this. Let's see if I can even pull it up and show it to you guys. If I have to get it saved here without fucking up the stream. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Catching up on crazy reading. It's called batcave.biz. And I know this is like sacrilege right here. Like I shouldn't be showing you guys this. This should probably be just a video on its own. But I thought this was pretty cool. So shout out to my buddy. I don't want to share his name because I don't want people coming after him and being like, hey, man, you're not supporting your local comic book shop. So guys, if you're like me and can't afford New Comic Book Day, this is the spot to go to, man. So yes, unfortunately, your boy just doesn't have the money to do New Comic Book Day all the time, right? Once the channel gets going and I get back on my feet, I'm working pretty much 7 days a week, guys. That's another reason why I had to take a step back. I have a car now. I didn't have a car before. As you know, your boy used to Waymo. Your boy gets a brand new vehicle now. I got a Nissan Rogue, brother, that I roll around. I love my Nissan Rogue. So in order to pay for my Nissan Rogue, amongst other things, I got a DoorDash, like a lot of people do. And unfortunately, I don't have kind of cash to drop money on New Comic Book Day all the time. But I like to read and find out what books are hot, and then go back and pick up the covers. So, for instance, if I like Transformers after reading Transformers on this website, then I'll go back and I'll pick up the covers, right? So this is the website here. This is called batcave.biz. Let me back up a bit. And what happens on this website, if you can deal with it, there's ads that do pop up like this every once in a while. If you got a pop-up blocker, it probably shouldn't be a big deal. But you can come here and they'll have these new comic book day releases right here. So check this out. So this is like Batman Arkham M. This is Marvel Rivals, the City of, what was it? City of Heaven, right? Strange Tales, The Nightmare Before. And I read these. Yeah. I read Absolute Batman Arkham. I read the Marvel Rivals. Check this out. Marvel Rivals, The City of Heaven. Look at this. This is the comic book. It just came out. It's here. You can read it for free. It's the same thing. You don't have to go to Marvel, the app, and wait forever to come out. Now, I know this might be sacrilege, right? Because we're supposed to get the physical media. But, hey, man, if you can't afford it and you want to get caught up on your reading, this is Batman Arkham. I read this. This is amazing. Check this out. Batman Arkham. The Arkham M. Absolute. The whole story. And it was a good story. Not sure if you guys read the Absolute Arkham. Let me know. I appreciate it. What you think. It was a good story. I thought the story was good. Here's what I didn't like. I wasn't feeling this artwork. What do you guys think about this artwork? I wasn't feeling the art. I think I know what they were going for as far as that, like that, what do you call it? The noir type style, right? But I was not, the story is really good. Don't get me wrong. But the artwork, I just, on the inside, the interiors, like my boy Swagda would say, I was not feeling this at all. But the story was really well written. It didn't fit the artwork. I thought that they could do something different with the artists. But this is the new comic book day stuff here, guys. So if you're looking to get caught up on your reading, batcave.biz. For now, it's free. I'm not sure how long it's been free. I'm not sure how long it's been up. I haven't got any viruses. I haven't had any issues. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've given it a week so far. And so far, the only thing that I don't like is if you're used to the app on reading your comic books, it doesn't flow that way as far as the paneling. It's basically like a scan, right? And then all you're doing is just going through like a scan of the comic book. Whereas on the app, it has the layout where you can, choose how you're going to read it. Here, you're going to get the scan. So if you're okay with that, it's high quality scan. The pictures are amazing. The colors are great. And it has everything. I was so far behind on Absolute Batman, right? So now there's 17 of them, 17 chapters. That breaks it down in chapters. It's got 5 stars. There's comments and everything. So I started getting caught up, and I think I am now on, let's see, where am I at? Am I on 5? What's 5? Yeah, I'm here. This is where I'm at now, on Absolute Batman, The Zoo, Part 5. So here's where I'm at. Ain't that sick? And then now I can go back after reading and cop these covers, bro. Get these sick covers. So that's what I've been doing, guys, this last week. Like I've been literally, you guys have been following the hauls. I've got 1, 2, and 3 in the haul that I picked up, the physical haul, and I read 4 and 5, right? So now I got a shit ton to go through. Look, I got all these to get caught up. I can't wait. So after the show, guess what I'll be doing? Reading. So I know it's sacrilege that we're supposed to be promoting new comic books and buying comic books, but I still buy them, right? But the thing is, if why spend $5? And my whole goal is to read these comic books and then give you guys a review. Like, if are they worth the cover price, right? Especially when it comes to the #1 releases. Like next week, there's a shit ton of them. But this week, I read the Absolute Batman Arkham and then the Marvel Rivals. And like I said, the Batman Arkham interior artwork, not all that great, but a good story. This Marvel Rivals City of Heaven was actually quite good, guys. It was funny. It was put together really quickly, because like a fast-paced read. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm assuming if you play the video game, then you're going to enjoy reading the Marvel Rivals. I mean, look at this. Look at the artwork on this. You got Magic. You got Luna. You had the Hulk in here. And you got some of the Guardian of the Galaxy characters. Look at there's Jeff the Land Shark. Got Rocket Raccoon, Squirrel Girl. So it was good, man. I mean, it's a fun read. And I look at this artwork. Now, this is fun, right? This is good artwork. So this was actually a good read. And that's what I plan on doing with it, is reading the #1s and then seeing, hey, do I want to invest on $5 cover prices when I go to the comic book shop? If it's a shitty comic book, then, no need to spend money on it, right? Because these comic books are so expensive nowadays, man. There's got to be a way to kind of sift through what you want to read first and then go and buy. And this is the only thing that I found, and I had no idea this was even existed. I was hip to the Marvel app, and I used to read that way. And correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure somebody will. But on the Marvel app, the new comic books, I think, take at least a couple months before the new comic books actually show up on the app. In this case, I'm fucking reading on Wednesday. I'm reading a new comic book, so that's amazing to me. I don't know how these guys get away with it, and I'm glad that they are. Pharaoh is another one. I'm so behind on Pharaoh. I left off on #7. Issue 7 was the last issue I was at. So that was another fun read. I loved reading Pharaoh, and the covers were cool. I love the story, so I'm still going to pick up the covers, right? Because they're sick covers. The artwork's dope. But at least this way, I can take my time. There's no FOMO. I can read the comics, and then I can buy when I have the money, right? There's no, oh man, I got to make sure I have the money. If I can't afford it this week, then I don't need to stress about it. The whole part about FOMO is, hey man, you got to go to the comic book shop every week. And guys, you don't have to go to the comic book shop every week. If you don't got the cash, then don't do it, man. Don't go broke buying comic books, guys. There's other ways to. For me, I'm a reader. I don't collect comic books because of the value behind flipping it. I like to read. So what happens is, if I find a good book that I like to read, then I like to collect those comics, those covers to those books. I do like the sick covers, and I do like to look at the artwork on the outside, but that's not necessarily the reason why I'm buying a comic book. There's a lot of times where I will pay money on a sick cover, don't get me wrong, but the whole reason why I collect comic books is because of reading. So if I can come here, right, and read for free, look, I got Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring. They only got 4 out of 5. Get the fuck out of here. This is definitely a 5 out of 5. So this is another one, right? I read the first 2, so I got to read the 3 and the 4. So yeah, I love it, guys. As you can see, what happens is you'll get these little pop-up ads every once in a while, but I mean, you guys are watching with me. I don't have an ad blocker, right? And here I am. I'm scrolling through it. And then, of course, you can make your screen small and all that shit to fit. Of course, I'm blind, so I got this. What am I on here? Well, I'm 100%, but I think I blew up the screen earlier. But yeah, you can. It's amazing how you can read for free. And I would assume that this wasn't popular to talk about because, you want to support your local comic book shop. But I'm here to tell you guys, man, I don't give a shit what people think. If I can't afford comics, I'm not going to spend money on comic books, bro. I'm going to, buy food or weed. But I still love to read comics, man. And if I could come here to batcave.biz and read my comics when I do got money, you know what I'm saying? and we could go back and read some comics. So let me guys know if you guys known about Batcave.biz. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you're reading digitally, if you guys made the move to read digitally. I know it's hard for me to say digitally, but I have been doing it the last week. I haven't did a video about it yet because I'm not quite sure yet. You know, I'm still getting used to reading it on my laptop. I enjoy reading it on my laptop. I can step away from it, come back to it when I want to. There's gives and takes, right? There's reading the physical media. There's no replacing that. But hey, if you can't afford it, but you still want to read, this is the way to do it. You don't have to pay for it. It's here, and it's in high quality. So just an alternative that we like to provide here at Razor Comics to your comic book collecting. So if you're new to the hobby like me, and you can't spend money on new comic book day books, but you want to read new comic book day books, you can come to this website here, batcave.biz. And on Wednesdays, as you can see, the newest comic releases are all here. Anyone that you guys want to read, we can pull it up right now. Final Boss, the Phantom, the Mad Magazine. Like they even got little hot markers next to it. The Absolute Superman, evidently it's hot right now. So they got a little fire emoji, right? So evidently this is supposed to be a hot comic at the time, 4 out of 5 stars. So here it is. If you want to get caught up on the number 15 Absolute Batman, if you're not sure about it, if you're new into reading and you want to just kind of read first and then see if you want to spend money after reading, then I would recommend doing that, man. Why not? Come here, check out the story, be like, oh shit, this is dope. Now let me go to my comic book. I don't see how this is hurting comic books. I'm sure eventually they'll find a way to shut this down like everything else. I just don't, I don't see how mentioning this is hurting comic books. If I'm hurting comic books by trying to promote to new readers, here's where you can go, or people that just can't afford new comic books. But when you do have the money, go pick up the covers. Then I think you're wrong. I think this is a perfectly a good way to promote comic books. It doesn't have to be all physical media. If you want to read specifically new comic book day books, get caught up on your reading, do it here at batcave.biz, guys. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by tonight. It's late night after hours. I'm your boy, Razor Comics. We are back. We're bringing the show back now on Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing that here for the next at least couple of weeks because that's how the schedule is. Your boy now works on the weekend, so we'll be door dashing, hanging out, doing all that good stuff. On Fridays, Ceasefire Sundays, we're going to be doing that once every month going forward. That's going to be a link that we drop and kind of hang out with the comic community, reach out, and touch someone. But thank you guys for stopping by tonight. We are hanging out late night style. Going to recap the last year, going back for some highlights from the last year. So let's take a look back at another highlight from last year. A low light, if you will, on the show. We have the community drama with Darth Lopez. Now, if you guys are not familiar and you're new to the channel, and for the last couple of weeks, we got some new subscribers. So thank you for subscribing to the channel. We'll get you guys caught up here. We had a friend of the channel. His name was Darth Lopez. And I'll pull this up here in a moment. Let's see, how can I add this back to the stage? Is that it? Yep, there it is. And Darth Lopez was on the show a couple of times. This was a fellow Latino.
And some indie.
And I had him on the show a couple of times to talk about drama, things that were going on in the comic community. This was a show called Community Drama with Darth Lopez, Incursion Alert, Double Standards, plus Kickstarter 101. So this is me and Darth Lopez and a Razor that's completely bald with no beard. Look at that guy. Holy shit, man. And that green shirt. Damn, I look like a turtle. Like a fat turtle. So this is Darth Lopez. This was a show that we did, and this was a drama-related segment. Again, all drama at this moment. And this was a guy we had on for a couple times. It was Darth Lopez. We got along. And we used to do drama segments together. Here's one Walmart and talk about how big his bank account is and all this right wing shit. And all of a sudden he's on with Cliff on comics, which is
very outside of his.
Like, well, this is two different worlds. Why are they all of a sudden colliding? Well, because they both want to fucking get something from each other.
Right. Yeah, I specialize in the renovation shit. Look, dude, I don't hate watching them. I don't even watch them really. I haven't watched them in a long time. I messed around with the qualified. There was good dudes over there, bro. And like I said in my video today, the one thing that always bugged me, is that when that happened, like none of those dudes reached out and like, oh, Lopez, what the fuck, man, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, it was silence. I was like, damn.
So at this moment, Darth Lopez is talking about Renovision, was some type of war that he had with a group called Renovision. I guess he was part of their team. This is a channel on YouTube called Renovision that they do content. Their channel, I think, is based around a top 10 video. And there was some war about who was creating the top 10. It was real confusing. It still is confusing to me to this day. A war about who created the top 10. And then they took that content and went to Brian's channel Beyond Wednesday. And it was a whole debacle. So it was basically just a lot of gossip and drama, guys. It was just a lot of gossip and drama, like just unnecessary. Like there was no reason for me to even do the show. Like that's all it was. Now that I look back at it, like there was really no reason even to do this right here, other than me just having him on, so that way he can, he can do this vendetta that he had against these guys. And now that I sit here and we go back and we look at these show highlights, it's just like fuck. I didn't even have to do this show. That wasn't even a show that I had to do. I have no beef with Renovision. I didn't even know who those guys are. Still don't know who these guys are, right? And I just dove in because this was supposedly a buddy of mine, and all I was doing was just trying to make content. That's all I was doing. And he had an idea about doing this talking about the whole Renovision segment and how they did him dirty and how they didn't let him do his segment. And it just, when I think about it now, it's like, really, who gives a fuck, right? Like, who really even cares, right? But that's what people wanted to watch. People wanted to know what was going on and the ins and outs and the gossip behind it and what happened to the top 10 and who took the top 10. It was amazing to me that was something that was important to people, that was, getting the views that it was getting, that people were tuning in to watch this beef that I had no clue about. When I came to the YouTube world, the only top 10 I knew was Comic Tom. That was the only top 10 guy I knew. And then I started seeing other top 10s pop up here and there, live streams. But to be honest with you, the main guy I watched was Comic Tom, because I'm not into comic books that way. I've only been collecting for a couple years. I don't know. I've been watching YouTube for years. I don't know. Oh, this guy got his list from here, and this guy got his list, and Comic Tom is only reporting on this, or this guy's pulling from this. Like that shit doesn't matter to me, and it didn't now. What mattered to me was that the guy was entertaining, and he was able to give me some information that really didn't have any. Yeah, I wasn't looking to flip anything. I just thought it was cool that this guy was bringing me this information, and what he was really doing was that he was drawing me into the hobby. Maybe I'll look back and want to flip or something. But what he was doing was his job. His job was he was bringing us into the hobby, and he was making money doing it. So I really didn't give a shit about cover price or, where the Ben Stein or whatever the fuck. Ben Stein, I thought that was the guy from the Knox, the Red Eye commercials. Guys, I was totally ignorant to the shit. I had no idea about top 10 lists. I can care less about how they're created, what sales they're tracking, because this channel was never about flipping. This channel was never about, who's making money off comic books, how much money this comic book is being sold for. This channel has always been about, that's a sick cover. That's dope. Maybe I can get it for cheap. Maybe I can go on Whatnot and score some sick deals, these dollar bin deals. It's never been about taking a comic book and seeing what it does. or who's behind making the content. So as I look back now at these
Dude,
videos,
you know,
here,
granted,
this was
where,
unnecessary. There's no reason for me to come out here and do that.
Thanks,
at all.
Dad. Tat it up.
And as far as the remorse behind this thumbnail, yeah, there's a lot of remorse when it came to some of these videos. But all we can do now is move forward, right? Only thing that I can do is learn from what some of the mistakes that I've done, some of the people that I were in contact with, some of the type of the influence I had, and just keep it moving forward. Just do what I find fun. And that's my channel, doing the late night stuff, doing the comic book hauls, up here hanging out with you guys, going live every once in a while, showing off the comic books that I get, my dollar bin dives, my dollar bin hunts from whatnot. So that's what this channel was about. Looking at content, coming back here with you guys. I watch the same stuff that you guys watch. I'm no different than you guys, right? I'm the same fucking guy as you next to you when we're at the comic book shop. I got caught up in the middle of some bullshit, basically that I had no business being in the middle of. To be quite honest with you, there's no reason for me to be in the middle of this war with Renovision, and yeah, that's one of the regrets and remorse of the channel. And then after that, we had the Sticky Goose drama. Do you even care? Plus, my buddy George came back. That one did pretty good. That was at 630 views. And then we did the 1K sub celebration. That one did really well, over 1,000 views. And that was fun, man. That was a party. We had Madam on. It was my birthday. We had a great time. Right there, bro. That's mega, man. I got to give you applause for that right here, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with other stuff.
So what you're seeing right here is what the show is meant to be. Right here. This is what you're looking at. And we're going to listen into what a Razor Comics late night after hours is supposed to be. Somebody get on a Razor Comic shirt. Stat producers, what the hell's going on here? How come we don't got any fucking Razor Comic shirts? Come on, producers, get on that. Hector Ortiz, my guy Hector. Hello, everyone. Congratulations on 1K, Ray. Well deserved, brother. Little custom emojis that you can drop. Thanks, Steven Spock. I appreciate that, bro.
I'm looking on my phone. I see them. They tight, man. I like them.
I got 4 now, depending on how we grow the channel. There's my buddy Madam. Shout out to Madam, Stephanie, Madam Blaster. Appreciate you. So this was the 1K celebration, and this is how a live stream is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be hanging out with your homies, having a good time, putting on a show. And that's what we're going to get back to, guys. We're going to get back to hanging out, having a good time, putting on a show. But it was fun. It was something that we did over a year, and we stacked up quite a few views over that year. As you can see, did pretty good, man. 293, 410, 418 on a giveaway night, 344, 402 on Razor Rants, comic book community drama. So it was really fun. I had a ball. We did have some up and downs. Unfortunately, George is no longer part of the late night after hours. Of course, we had a falling out, came to some voicemails. I left George, and there's no hard feelings. I don't hate George. I do regret some of the shit that happened between me and George. Unfortunately, it is what it is, and we have to keep moving forward, and it's a lesson learned. But as I look back, as far as who's come and gone through the channel, that's really the only the take back that I can look back, because I kind of regret that me and George had that falling out, because me and that guy had a good time, and it was a blast hanging out with that guy. As far as a lot of the other shenanigans and other bullshit happen, it's just part of life, guys. You live, you learn, and you keep moving on. It was a fun time, man. It was good stuff. I'm going to take a hit of this bowl, and get back to relaxing and pretty much wrap up the show here in a moment, guys. This was fun because it helps me shake the rust off, for one. So here's what I want to do. I want to thank everybody who stopped by tonight. Shout out to Promiscuous Time Traveler, my boy Kyle. Shout out to Gold. Make sure I get this right. Gold Continent Comics. Appreciate you, man, for supporting the channel. Everybody who's been watching tonight, thank you so much. Do appreciate the love, man. It's been fun. It's been a hell of a ride. And it's been crazy, right, guys? It's been nuts, man. I got to tell you. The whole troll shit was what really kind of fucked up the channel. Like the whole, the troll shit kind of brought down the vibe of the channel, and it kind of took me to a dark place. Took a lot of shit personally that I shouldn't have took personally. I should have let a lot of that shit just roll off and just kept it moving on to the next show, moving on to the next segment. No need to keep going back and rehashing and having these verbal arguments with these guys. There was a no need for a lot of that. There's just really wasn't, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, that was some shit. Unfortunately, the Beyond Wednesdays, the Brian situation, man, that was that's something that it's kind of hard for me to swallow. That's one of those pills that showing my mom is one thing that it's gonna hard for me to move on from that. I don't ever see me and that guy coming to terms or eye to eye anytime soon, to be quite honest with you. As far as Brian from Beyond Wednesdays, I live in the same state. I commute and work around the guy, and just being in this community, I'm sure at one point that we will run into each other, we'll cross paths, and we'll have a conversation in the future at some point, because that's the one thing that really they call it crashing out. I don't care what you call it. But anytime that you bring my stepmom, a person who I consider my mom, and you put her face on the internet, I'll crash out. You know what I mean? I'm just raised a little bit differently. And that's when that's a line that I felt was crossed. And when it comes to that, you can call me a crash out. I'm fine with that. Because, yeah, I'll crash out, and I'll crash out on somebody's, all the time, bro. Anytime when it comes to my mom and crossing that line, showing her face on just because you want to have a personal vendetta for me, and you want to make me look silly, and that's fine. He succeeded in doing that, and whatever the goal was, they won, right? If the goal was to take me down, if the goal was to destroy me, that's a mission accomplished, right? So that's one of those that that's one of those that I gotta be honest with you guys. You know what I mean? All the other shit, guys, it's all bullshit. The Brian LCS, the Taco Bell shit. If I see him at Heroes Con, I'll have a conversation with the guy, right? I'm sure there was something that I missed, right? And if I see him, I won't hesitate to see the guy, because that's who I am. I don't shy away from those type of conversations. I mean, we can go through the list if you want. There's really nobody who I hate that the bridge is burned for me. Now, a lot of these content creators that they might not want to fuck with me, they might not want anything to do with me, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. PTT says I met Brian in real life. He's selfish. Yeah, I mean, people are, they're different than they are on this YouTube world. And as you can see, guys, I'm raw. This is who I am, man. I've never been somebody who I claim not to be. When I'm on here, I'm the same as when I'm off the panel. When I'm backstage off the show, this is the same. There's no, I don't put on the face to do the show. And when I've been on these streams, and I've been on these streams, guys, I've been on the Beyond Wednesdays, right? I've been on these live shows. I've been on the panels with Legion of Comics, as you can see, with some of these people. I've talked to these people, and they put on the show. They're a lot of them are that way. And it's not to say that I hate you, or I don't like you. It's just to say that I'm in a position now where it doesn't bother me anymore. I can move on, knowing that I'm not part of that comic book community world, the comic book community awards circle, that I've been exiled from that group for my shenanigans, for my dead dog joke, for whatever you want to say. I'm okay with that. That was my show, and that was my spiel. And I'm gonna die on that sword. You know what I mean? That's who I am. I didn't come on here and drop any fucking racist jokes. I didn't come on here and show any people's moms. I talked about people made fun of your wife, made a wife joke. I made a dead dog joke. And here's the thing, guys. Where I messed up is trying to fight all that. My problem was that I tried to fight that, and I shouldn't have. There was no reason for me to defend myself, to go on the defensive. There was never a reason for me to do that. That's where I fucked up, to be quite honest with you. Where I fucked up, and when I go back and I look at my live streams, is where I go on the defensive. Let them take their shots. Let them criticize me, because that's, you know what, that's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to come out here and I'm going to point out the blind bag bullshit. I'm going to point out the racism. I'm going to say, oh, look, that guy let a racist joke slip. Oh, let's make fun of him. You know, let's do a video about it. Let's do a live stream. If I see you crying about blind bags being released 2 days later on Whatnot for blind bag rips, I'm going to call it out. It doesn't matter who you are, what content creation circle you're from. That's what this channel has been built around. Here's where I went wrong. I went on the defensive. Those people started to say, hey, you can't just sit here, make fun of us, and us not come back at you. We're going to come back at you. We're going to make fun of you. We're going to take your voicemails that you left your buddy George. We're going to loop those over for half an hour. We're going to clip you crying for 3 minutes, and we're going to make that into an hour show. We're going to create troll accounts. We're going to do we're going to use your face. We're going to use your mom's face. We're going to use your name. We're going to use your Instagram. We're going to come at you that way. Okay. What I did was I went on the defensive, and I should have never done that. I should have just kept it rolling, right? That's where I fucked up. That was my fault. That's the only thing I'm going to apologize for. The rest of the shit, I'm not apologizing for none of that shit. I'm not apologizing for calling out the Taco Bell shit. I'm not apologizing for going after Sticky Goose. I'm not apologizing for none of that, right? I'm going to live on this island. I'm going to rebuild the channel. I'm going to stumble. I'm going to fuck up the live streams. I'm gonna fuck up the live streams, right? We're gonna fuck up the StreamYard. It's gonna take a while, but I'm gonna get back to doing the show like I normally do the show. We're gonna have people back on the panel. It might be not be the people that you've used to seeing on before, which is fine. It's time to grow. It's time to change. It's time to branch out. It's time to bring the niche back into Razor Comics, and that's what I'm gonna do. We're not going to worry about the Comic Community Awards. We're not going to worry about what they're doing over there. And if they take their shots at me, which believe me, they will, which they're probably doing now, that's fine. Let them take their shots. We're going to move on because they've done everything that they can do at this point, right? There's literally nothing else more that they can do to me, guys. And here's why. They basically took what they can take and weaponize against me. They said, hey, you know what? This guy cries. Let's take that. Let's make fun of him crying, right? Let's take fun of him making fun of these inappropriate jokes. Let's use that. Let's take his mom's picture. Let's use that. They weaponize everything that they can. There's nothing else that can be weaponized and to take me down. So there's no reason for me to sit here and be worried and be upset, be scared. Because I'll tell you what, guys, there was a time where I just didn't want to do live streams anymore. I was just done with it. I was so angry and so upset that I was being attacked that I was just like, I can't do it. I don't want to. It's not fun for me to come on here anymore, right? It took the fun out for me. And I started going on the offensive. You know, I was taking the defensive, and now I was going on I was getting everything reactive. You said something bad about me, I came after you. You said you're on a panel with somebody that says something that talks shit about me, I came after you even harder. I doubled, tripled down. Did not give a fuck. Burned all those bridges. And that's where I started going wrong, right there. Because the best way is to not give in to that shit. Do your video, guys. If you're a content creator, if you're going to get into this drama terror dome shit, here's my best advice to you. After doing this for 2 years, do your video, move on. Drop your shit. Keep it moving. Keep it moving on to the next one. Do your live stream. Keep it going. Talk the shit that you want to talk your shit. Go after that person. They drop their comment. You do your thing. You move it on. They're going to come back. Oh boy, are they going to come back. They're going to troll you. They'll talk shit. They're going to do a retaliation video. They might even make a whole channel dedicated just to you. And that has happened. Trust me. It's wild, guys. So it will happen. You have to understand and be thick-skinned. I thought I was. I'll be honest with you. I thought I was. And to a certain point where the worst case scenario could happen. Now, if you're somebody who has a lot of shit out there, then they're going to find that. Fortunately, only things I have problems with in my past is smoking weed. So my history is not filled with all this, this shit that you can go back and be like, oh, look at this guy. He was a fucking ex-drug addict or some shit. My shenanigans are leaving voicemails and making inappropriate jokes. And as I look back, I can deal with that. What it do, Steven Spock? I appreciate you guys. Thank you for stopping by, man. We got, who asked Holly? What I want to know is why YouTube keeps recommending comic and auction channels to me. I'm really not a drama channel person. Hello. Thank you. Great question. Who asked Holly? I don't know. Steven Spock, what it do, my guy? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Welcome to the show, everybody. Late night after hours. This is Razor Comics.
All are welcome. All are welcome.
Steven Spock, god damn it. Look at this guy right here. There's Steve. Or there's Spock, rather. Me and this guy right here. Let me tell you something about this guy. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful, Holly. But thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate you. If you want to hang out, please feel free to hang out. I'm going to make fun of Steve real quick. This guy right here. Me and Steve, and outside of Steve, I would say Matt from Heroes for Hire. We're the only people that will wake up and he's one of the only few people that I feel comfortable with waking up at 5 a.m. and sending reels to back to back to back. Me and these guys send the most inappropriate reels. Like, if you guys think the dead dog joke was bad, you should see some of these reels that me and this guy send back and forth to each other. I can't even share that shit. I'll really be canceled. That's what trips me out so much, right? Is my humor. I have a really dark humor, guys. I'll do gay jokes. Guys themselves, when guys get around other guys, that's the most gay jokes you'll ever hear. The most gay jokes you're going to hear is when straight guys are hanging around with other straight guys. For some reason, it's like the go-to, right? It's calling out your other guy for being gay. One of my favorite reels that I like to send out. One of my favorite reels that I like to send out is the one where the guy is like, have you ever want to look at a guy's bulge without being gay? And then right away, the guy pops up and be like, what are you still doing here? You're like, bro, you didn't even give me a chance to scroll. Come on, man. That's the best video because it catches you off guard. I love it. It's the best. You said that. It's one of my funniest, man. I love that video. It's like, what? Do you ever want to look at a guy's bulge without being gay? And then it flashes. What are you still doing here? I knew it. The gay ones are the best, brother. Keep them coming. Keep the gay reels coming. I love them. I appreciate you. 5 a.m, 2 o'clock in the morning, 6 in the afternoon. I do appreciate a good, funny gay reel. So yes, thank you. Now, guys, do me a favor. If you follow me on Razor Comics 602 on the Instagram, don't just start automatically sending me gay reels at 2 o'clock in the morning, okay? All right, let's not do that. I mean, this guy got a special relationship here. All right, so that's the only reason why we can get away with sending each other gay reels at 2 in the morning. But if we just met each other, I don't know you, please don't forward it to me. All right. But that's what I mean, that this is a niche show, man. This show is just for a few of us, right? The last of the Mohicans, the last of the Gruhicans, if you will. Get it? Because we're comic book gurus, man. This guy doesn't know shit about comic books, but I do appreciate those like Steve who've been helping me out since the early days. The early days when I would do haul videos like this. And I would have my guy in the comments here, comic vet, cheap comic collector. Unfortunately, you're running this one, Steve. God damn it. But would help me out when I'm sitting here watching, flipping through my stacks of sick covers. He would correct me, and he would also tell me that I have a shit haul. So when I would do things like this, like drop the camera or would show off books, like what was that? What was that book I was showing off? Was that MODOK or some shit? MODOK? When I was showing off some bullshit like MODOK, and I think it's sick, he sits there and laughs at me and tells me, you know what? That was a shitty comic book. Show some better. So I love you, brother. Thank you so much. I'm not a drinker or a smoker, and I'm very low key, which makes these recommendations slightly amusing. Holly's loving the fact that, like, who the fuck is this guy just popping up in my live stream? I love the fact that I popped up in Holly's live stream, and she has nothing to do with drama or comic books. That's amazing. That's all right, Holly, because guess what, Holly? I get breastfeeding tutorials that pop up in my stream, and I don't breast or feed. Nope. Anybody? Hang on. I gotta. Let me try that joke again. You know what's funny, Holly? Is I get breastfeeding tutorials that pop up in my breastfeeding, my live stream, and it's I don't breastfeed. You know what? I fucked it up, but you see where I was going with that. Exactly right. What's with the breastfeeding tutorials? Why do I need? I clicked on one. All right, I clicked on one. All right, I clicked on a couple. Let's be honest. First off, how is that even? When does that become legal? Like, when's that okay? I'm not saying when is it okay. Like, when was it okay for YouTube? Not when was it okay to breastfeed. Let me rephrase that because I've been smoking a little bit here. It's when was it okay to breastfeed? No, that's not what I was saying. When was it okay for YouTube to start showing breastfeeding? When I was watching YouTube back in the early days, I never seen a breastfeeding tutorial video until like the last year. Now I know everything there needs to know about breastfeeding. Oh shit, man! And once they pop up after like 3 or 4 times, you got to click on it, right? It's like Holly did here. Like Holly's like, fucking this guy. I got to click on it. What the fuck? It's the same shit, isn't it? Right? But yes, for a moment there, I was being bombarded with the breastfeeding tutorials. And that's a thing. Like, you can go on to YouTube and watch chicks breastfeed babies if that's your thing, and they make lots of views. If I had a breastfeeding live stream, you guys would watch it. It would get more views than this right now. Absolutely. Late night after hours breastfeeding live stream with your boy Razor Comics. Tonight's guest from Oklahoma. Oh man, there it is. There's the old Razor. Let's get a clip, right? Let's play a funny clip, guys. Holly, you're quickly becoming one of us, Holly. There's a clip for Holly.
That's one of us. Google gobble, one of us. Google gobble, one of us. Google gobble.
Go, one of us. Go, one of us. Yeah. Oh, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate you. And then I swear you can unsubscribe later on. Don't worry about it. A lot of people do it. It's fine. It's pretty common around here. It's really common to subscribe and then unsubscribe. We're quite used to that around here, right, guys? God, she said, "Don't suck me in, damn it." So, what do you got, Steve? That Superman book you wouldn't give me, I had to go buy. Now I'm hungry. Hey, well, first off, Steve, you helped me out with my collection a couple times and gave me a fair value, bro, and I really appreciate that. I was not parting with that Superman. I love my Silver Age DC, brother. I've been slowly building back up my Marvel Silver Age, as you can see in my wall behind me. I got my Tales of Suspense Captain America cover, brother. And let me show you what else we got here. Little show and tell time with your boy Razor Comics. Such as this is a comic book channel. I got Avengers number 51, man. A sick cover, bro. Big boy John Buscema on the artwork. This is one of my favorite teams. I would say my favorite team of all time. Yes, Avengers is my favorite team of all time. I'm a tool because of the movies. I don't care. Look, Art. The movies is a little reason why we collect comic books. I don't give a shit. I like Avengers. I like Avengers because of the movies. I'll be honest with you. I think they're better than Fantastic Four. And I'll double down and say, I'll be honest with you. I think they're better than the X-Men. Boom. I said it. I don't care. I'm an Avenger, guys. This is Avengers number 51. Sick cover, bro. Not to be outdone, but I got Avengers number 32. This is the sign of the serpent. This is a key. What the kids call a key. This is beautiful. I put it in the Mylar. That way it really pops, man. You put it in the Mylar, it really pops. Presents very well. Plus, it keeps it long term. You don't have to keep switching out your bags and boards. If you go with Mylar and you pay extra money, if you're a real collector like me, man, then you don't have to keep switching out your bags and boards forever. And next book up, not Avengers, but just something cool to show you guys. I've been reading these Blood and Thunders. And Blood and Thunder is a fun read, man. There's mature content in here. She drops the F-bomb a lot, but she is fucking hilarious. Hilarious. It's a funny sci-fi adventure. If you're into reading good sci-fi adventure, check out Blood and Thunder. The artwork and the inside is amazing. I love picking up the A covers because, of course, the artist on the inside does the A covers, and the A covers are dope because the artwork on the inside is amazing. I'm on the issue right now where she's in the snow. Let me show you this shit right here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Check this out, right? This is dope. When you see the inside of this comic book, you're going to be like, hell yeah, that's dope, bro. Snow Planet. Check this shit out, guys. This is a sick spread, bro. Look at that. Look at that spread. Amazing. It is sick, bro. Look at this deer. Just getting blown to bits. Great story. This is a great read. This is worth cover price. And there's not a lot of comic books out there. And when I start doing my reviews and doing the digital read, the ones that I do pick up are going to be ones that I'm worthy of cover price, meaning after I read it online, I would pay $5 for it. So I would pay $5 for this comic book because it is a good story. It's well written. It's mature content. It's for a guy like me who likes sci-fi. Artwork is good. Really great story. It's worth the $5. Not a lot of comic books are worth the $5-$6. This one is. So that's a little taste of how the reviews will go, right? Fantastic Four, I was really high on at first. It was slow, a slow burn. But if you stick with the Fantastic Four, really good. Another good read. You got to stick with it. The first couple of issues, slow burn, but just stick with it. A lot of tie-ins with what's going on with Doom. But I used to shit on Fantastic Four because you know, a stretchy guy, a guy made out of rock, fire, an invisible. You know, it's like it's kind of corny. But this story is actually really well written and it's really good, man. So I would definitely take a look at it. I love Lobo. Yeah, I love Lobo. Lobo's a good one. Thank you, Fat Ray's mother, and I'm thank you that my mom sent you as well. Appreciate you for stopping by. Make sure you smash the like button, man. Fat Ray's mother likes the men. Right, Steve? Steve knows because he's met her before. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It's late night after hours. We have, of course, people stopping by, hanging out. We got my fat mom hanging out. And we're having a good time, man. What we like to do here is have fun. It's late night, and I appreciate everybody who's hanging out today, man. Thank you so much. I know it's Friday, and there's a lot going on in the comic community. So hanging out with me tonight makes me feel good. It's been a while since we've done the show. I haven't been on a live stream in a minute. We used to do it with a friend named George. And unfortunately, yeah, we don't do that anymore with George. We've been our ways, but thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It really feels good that people still stay in here and hang out with the show. So thank you so much. All right, let's keep it moving. One thing that I want to touch on before we close out the show, and we are going to close out the show here in a moment, is over the last year with the whole drama situation and what was happening with the back and forths, I lost kind of sight of the fact of what was happening in the real world and what's been happening and, you know, with things that are happening in our community and people that are unfortunately no longer here with us and real life situations that are going down with people getting sick in the comic book community. We lost some people this last year in the comic book community. And I got away from the fact that these live streams and these hangouts were built for us to hang out. We're built for people to get away from what's happening in the world. So with all the shit that's happening and all the problems and hard to make rent and, you know, all the shit that's going on with politics, I forgot that the reason why people disconnect and come to YouTube and come hang out in these live streams is because they want to get away from all that bullshit, right? They don't want to come and get away from bullshit to come here to bullshit. So I got away from that fact that this whole community is just that we're here to hang out. We're here to support each other. And yes, it's going to be fun. I'm still going to take shots and still have my fun with the comic community. But I did lose sight of the fact that it's supposed to be a community of having a good time and getting away from all the bullshit that's happening and also looking out for each other like this person here. Nerdy Geeks Comics, thank you for stopping by. Every once in a while, when I do the live streams, he'll stop by, he'll say what up. A fellow Latino, a fellow Chicano, I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. You're doing a great job over there. Keep doing your work. Keep showing off your new comic book day, your FOC videos. I watch them. I might not, comment on them, but I do watch them. And I do keep up with you. And thank you, sir, for being part of the community and watching the channel, man. Really appreciate you. Wasn't doing content at first. This was a guy that was part of the community. Always thought about doing content. Has a cool setup. Give him a follow. Give his channel a follow. It's Nerdy Geeks Comics. If you're really into comic books, if you want to know FOC, what's coming out, he does a really great job over there. Got a really cool back setup. A lot of figurines. Really cool guy. Check him out. And that's one of the reasons why I love doing the show was connecting with the community members like Steven Spock, like Nerdy Geeks. It's one thing doing videos, right? And seeing how videos do and getting views off videos. There's not the same type of, I don't want to say elation or I don't get the same type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to find the right word here. I don't get the same type of I don't know what you call it, like I do after doing live streams. You know what I mean? Connecting with the community and hanging out with you guys. There's nothing like it. There's really nothing like going live and hanging out. That's showing who you are, showing your comic books off, talking about what's going on in your life and, what's going on in the pop culture world and your take on the movie that just came out. That is fun to me. And I've missed that part of doing content. I don't get the same, elation or whatever from doing videos as I do from doing the live streams. I enjoy doing live streams, even when I fumble over them and I mess up the thumbnails and I mess up the clips, because it's a way to hang out with the community. It's a way to disconnect for a couple hours and reach out to people that you haven't seen for a while and say hi and how's things been going, man. Your show's been doing good, and how's things been going with your fam. That part I totally forgot about, guys, and I got away from. And that was my bad because I got a whole wrapped up in the whole drama content thing. So the show is going to be still having fun and still, hey, did you see that craziness? Let's make fun of it. What do you guys think? But it's not going to be calling people, going straight attacking people and calling them bitches and saying, because that gets out of hand, because that's just looks silly. It looked cringe to me when I go back and I look at those videos, and it just looked cringe to me. Like I shouldn't even have went there. Like I felt like I was out of my body, because that wasn't really who I was. Me going after people, that was ugly, and I didn't like that. That wasn't funny. Making jokes and trying to find the humor in situations, that's funny. But calling people bitches and just doing that type of battle content like fuck you and all that shit, that wasn't it wasn't funny to me. It wasn't funny at all. It got views, but that's not what I wanted to be known for. That's what I want the show to be known for. I want it to be something that brought people humor, brought people laughs, that they felt that they can come here to the channel and have a good time and not be attacked by other members of the community, not feel attacked, that they can come here and feel welcome. That was the intent, was to put on a show, make fun of content creators in the community that are established as a small channel, and then let's come back here and let's talk about it. Let's drop the link, let's have fun with other members that are not well known, that have nothing to do with the comic book community awards. People like Rob for Cheap Comic Collector, CMS Comic Vet, Swagda, Crazy Hungarian, all these guys, Synthetic Panels, right? Shout out to Synthetic Panels, Nerdy Geeks, all these channels, man, that were out there that nobody was really talking about. It was just the same circle. So this was meant to be a welcome space and to kind of make fun of, but still have a good time, but not to be on the attack, not to kind of separate. It was to be our niche circle and do our thing and have a good time. So I got away from that, but we're going to get back to doing, us here at Razor Comics and just having fun, loads of laughs. I got some shows planned. Of course, we're going to get more into pop culture talk. We're going to go over some reviews, some trailers for movies that are coming out. It's the beginning of the year, guys. So there's going to be comic book conventions that are coming out. I made a promise, and I'm going to keep it. Heroes Con, I'm going to be there. I am there. Scotty Vaughn, my guy SVaughn82, told me this a while back that we're going. He's got the room. We're going to be there. Now, if something changes with my guy Scotty Vaughn, I'm still going. So Heroes Con is going to be fun. I can't wait for that. There's going to be a lot of the year's going to be back, guys. So it's the whole full circle again with the conventions, the hanging out. So I can't wait, man. I have a guest planned to come on here in a couple of weeks here once he gets better. Shout out to Synthetic Panels. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. If you are new into the YouTube world, you're new to content creating and you need help with content creating, maybe you don't know how to use StreamYard, right? Maybe you don't know how to create clips, right? Where were you earlier, Synthetic Panels, AI? At the beginning of the show where I was freaking fumbling over my goddamn top 10, my freaking sick coverage, bro. I needed you there. If you're new to the community or just new and need help putting your YouTube channel together, don't know how to do a thumbnail, don't know what the hell's going on, reach out to Synthetic Panels. He'll be more than happy to give you some tips, point you in the right direction. I wouldn't be here doing a lot of the shit that I do with some of the clips and shit that you've seen. The intro itself is put together by Synthetic Panels. That's always been him. I've never done that intro. That's the gentleman who's put together the intro for it. Does an amazing job. If I need something, I reach out to him and say, hey, man, can you help me out? I really appreciate it if you can do this for me. He, for some magical way, is able to get it done. I can't figure it out, obviously. You guys seen how the beginning of the show was a clusterfuck. But if you guys need help, reach out to him, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for Holly for sticking by. Appreciate you so much. God damn it, AI. You know what? Next time, I'm just going to call you before I go live. But welcome to the show, my friend.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Guys, again, you're all welcome. We're all welcome. Comic book community, welcome back.
Welcome to the show, people. Welcome to the show.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going on for longer than I thought I was going to go on long for. But you know what? I don't have nothing planned. And if you guys don't mind hanging out, I don't mind hanging out. I like to recap a little bit more, talk about last year, just a little bit more, just to touch on a couple of things that I want to just kind of bury and just move on. I want to be quite clear again. Guys, I really don't have any animosity for a lot of these content creators. And like we have Holly here who's new for the first time. And she's like, I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. So let me go back here to my channel real quick, Holly. And I'm just going to give you just a snapshot. And then people here to maybe watching for the first time. Let me pull this up real quick and put myself small, make this big. Okay. So over the last couple years, there's a lot of back and forth with some of the content creators, right? You can say I even burned my bridges with some of these content creators. A lot of my videos were made around just basically going after the community. I called them Razor Rants. And on these Razor Rants, what I would do is I would take shots at people in the comic book community. Now, here's what happened, Holly. The reason why I did that, you might be asking, is because I was new to the comic book community, right? So I was watching this content for the very first time. And being somebody who's watching content for the very first time, you start to notice things that other people probably don't notice that have been watching this same content for years. And what I was noticing was a little bit of an overlying or underlying of racism. And not just like, well, this guy's racist, like just jokes, right? Like these kind of jokes that were made on live streams that were like, that's really inappropriate, and not just inappropriate, but kind of racist. I noticed this being a Latino and a Mexican, a Chicano, and I can kind of, it's just when somebody drops a joke and it's racist, you just call it out. So I would call out people like Sticky Goose, and who's a big content creator who's doing drama and probably the biggest in our little circle here in the comic community world when it came to drama. This gentleman's name was Sticky Goose. I did a video, did pretty good, over 1,000 views. And these episodes were called Razor Rants. The very first Razor Rants that I did a year ago, and I've only been doing content for 2 years, did really well, to be honest with you. The very first one I did was a Discord comic book drama about Discord drama, right? It did 357 views. Now, what I mean really well, that's really well for somebody like me who's brand new into doing content, who doesn't do content. So I'm not getting thousands of views, right? I'm 1 year in and I'm getting 357 views on a rant video. Now, I explained this to my guy, Cheap Comic Collector. My guy, Cheap Comic Collector Rob, shout out my guy Rob. Please give him a follow on YouTube. He's an amazing job over there. He would give me this advice, and he would say, hey, why are you doing these drama, these Razor Rants? What's the reason behind this? There's no reason to be doing these outrageousness, going after people. And what I explained to him was that it's easier for me to do a Razor Rant and drop a video for 19 minutes, 7 minutes, and get 350 views, 414 views, 163 views, 236 views. It's easier for me to do 562 views. And this is very early on, basic thumbnail, not a whole lot to it for a small channel. And it's easier for me to do that and get the views than it is to do this, which is a haul video. And in a haul video, what you're doing is you're showing off your comic books, right? And on the haul videos, 67 views, 86 views, 50 views. This is a pretty big one, 672, 165. So a couple of them here, you get some pretty big views, but you can see what I'm getting at, right? For the most part, when it comes to haul videos, not a lot of people are going to watch your haul video. Now, here's the thing about haul videos. People that do watch haul videos in the hobby, they continue to watch haul videos, and that becomes a community in itself. Now you have people that love watching haul videos because they love watching comic books. They like to connect to the people that are showing them. Them themselves, and Nerdy Geeks was actually, and I would say even one of them, that starts to want to do their own channel, and they want to show off their own comic books because now they're connecting to smaller channels, and they're like, hey, you know what? That's cool. I can do that as well. Now, I'll be honest with you. I love doing haul videos. There's nothing like being behind a camera and showing off my books. When I did my haul videos, I would never even be in front of the camera. My haul videos were strictly all about the comic books because I don't know shit about comic books. I'm new to the hobby. So my whole spiel is, I don't know nothing about comic books, guys. Please come along this journey with me. Hang out in my chat. And please help correct me if I mispronounce a name of an artist, if I don't know the key significance of this book. Please help me out. Let me know because I'm looking for some comments, some suggestions, and this is always about just showing the comic books. So those haul videos were always fun to me, and even though they only got a couple of views, like 81, I really enjoy doing that. What I found out was, and what I got addicted to doing, was the rants, because it was really easy for me just to get in front of a microphone like this, go after somebody in the comic book community, make fun of them, and get hundreds of views, sometimes even thousands of views. And quickly, I was able to get monetized because I paid to do a promotion to promote myself on YouTube. I did the promotional video where you pay for the promotion and it shows it, and you get those, pay for your subs or whatever, because I already had the watch hours and I wanted to be monetized. I just didn't have the subscribers. So I paid in order to get over that hump. And I reached the 1,000 subscribers. I had the 4,000 watch hours because of the drama videos and all the live streams. And I was quickly monetized within a year. Pretty good for a small channel. Well, the rants were just too easy to do, to be quite frankly. The rants were just too easy to do. And it's easy. It's easy videos. It's easy for me to come on here and do that. And what pissed me off, guys, and I'll get to your comments here. I see them. I apologize, Holly. I'll get to them. Is what pissed me off, guys, it pissed myself off, was that I know that I'm funny, and I know I can do funny videos without the rants. There's no really reason for me to go after people, like verbally assault people and make, like, fuck you, you piece of shit. I don't have to do that. Early on, I was doing rants. They were funny without having to do that. And I can't, there's certain humor where it takes a certain individual, a certain, talent or personality to do humor, to make people laugh without having to belittle somebody, without have to attack somebody. You could be funny, make jokes, and still bring people in and still get a lot of views without having to do drama, is what I'm trying to say. So it was just real easy, and I'm kind of upset at myself because I took the easy road. But it's because it was about the monetization, and I was at the hours, and now I can go ahead and start making money off of it. And here's the easy way: let's become a villain, let's become the bad guy, and let's just make the money off the monetization. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking by, guys. I've been on YouTube for about 10 years across several channels. I've never participated in drama content, even if it's cross path with my channels occasionally. For some reason, my trial channel really draws in drama folks. Do you have your own channel, Holly? Is this, let me pull you up here. Are you on YouTube? Are you a content creator? If you are, guys, give Holly a follow. Maybe I can pull up here and we can take a look at her channel. Who asked Holly? But yeah, thank you for stopping by. But that's the whole reason for the Razor Rants and the drama. It was, quite frankly, guys, it was really easy to do. I remember I used to get a lot of shit from my buddies like Rob, Cheap Comic Collector, about doing the videos. He would even tell me, "Oh, you are? Okay, let me pull you up, Holly. Let's pull you up. Who asked Holly? Let's see what Holly has." And it was just real easy to do. And quite frankly, I was kind of good at it. Just to be honest with you, I was pretty good at it. And I did quite well. But it gets kind of tiring. It does get tiring. Oh shit, you are. Check it out, guys. Here she is. Holy shit, shout out. All right, so here is our new friend of the channel, Who Asked Holly. I'm going to give her a subscribe. Let's hit the bell. Look at this, man. We got Who Asked Holly. She got 1,000 subscribers, 78 videos. Let's see what she's all about here. This is Who Asked Holly. Her description is looking for your next movie or serious obsession. You're in the right place. I deep dive. I dig deep into hidden gems, cult classics, and must-watch titles from all genres and corners of the globe, especially the ones you might have missed. Whether you love thrillers, emotional dramas, mind-bending sci-fi, quirky indies, or international cinema, there's something here for every kind of viewer. I always share insights without major spoilers, but since everyone's spoiler threshold is different, consider this is your friendly heads up. Think of me as your movie-loving friend who gives you just enough to spark curiosity without the overdone trailers or endless recaps. Subscribe and join me on the hunt for stories worth your time. Much love, Holly. Awesome bio, bro. You killed it. Amazing. That's awesome. I have to use ChatGPT to get my shit going. That was good. That was better than ChatGPT. Let's see here. Let's take a look at some of her videos. Oh, she's doing quite well, guys. So let's do latest. Was Killer Sally review true crime documentary. Let's take a look.
And that was
Sally McNeil comes in from California, has had some great success as an amateur.
And this guy, Mr. Armed Forces Ray McNeil.
It's not like I woke up and decided I'm going to kill my husband.
Sally McNeil has managed to bridge the gap of gender and become somebody who is physical, confrontational.
Killer Sally. She earned that name different than the obvious, even though it turns out to be obvious.
And I remember as a little kid saying, oh, that's not ugly.
So, Killer
Sally review, the true crime documentary, worth watching. And this is our new friend Who Asked Holly breaking it down.
There's a documentary, 3 episodes, and it actually has court footage. It has interrogation footage of her and her family.
When I love somebody, I give them my all. You get everything of me.
Love that beat in the background.
Everyone would stare. Everyone, because they didn't look like everybody else.
You're huge. God damn, he's huge. Well, this is the couple, right? The bodybuilder couple.
And it's like it chucks you through the window. You think, I'm not into bodybuilding. But the way that this is directed and filmed, the audience just chucks you through the window. You go flying.
Yeah, I think
this is the way I explain it. And
bodybuilding couple
you get captivated the whole time, the whole story, the whole journey as to what's going on.
Yeah, put your link, Sally, please.
Yeah, because they got a footage of absolutely everything. You have to.
Oh, I love the accent. Yeah, this was the
understand that with bodybuilding.
The body. I think this is on Netflix. I want to say. And that was a criminal documentary. You got 1,000 views on that. That's amazing. All right, guys. This is the link for her channel, YouTube. This is Who Asked Holly. Give her a follow, man. I appreciate her. She's a friend of the channel. She's stopping by tonight. Got 1,000 views on that video. What's your accent? Where are you from? If you don't mind me asking, Holly, are you British? Let's see what else she has on here. Let's see what her most popular is. Whoa, 6.7K views over a year ago for the Huttrites Rare documentary. Holy shit, 6.7K. That's big time, buddy. That's huge. Congratulations. Are you monetized? Let's see. That's a 50-minute.
The following documentary was made in Flat Willow Hutterites colony of Matana in 1991. It's a very raw and personal discussion within their community about the impact that born-again Christianity called account of our religion.
6.7K, huh? Is this on the Amish? Oh, you know who makes the best apple butter, guys? Amish people. Nice. Well, congratulations, buddy. That's awesome. Good job on 1,000. It's hard to get a lot of views. I'm not sure if you ever use any of the promotions on YouTube. Oh man, I use the promotions and I got so much shit for it. I even tried to even tell people about the promotions. Thanks, AI. Appreciate you, bro, for dropping the link. That's awesome, man. I even try to tell people about the promotions on YouTube. Like, hey, man, you guys can actually go to YouTube promotions to promote your video, to get views, to get subs, to kind of help you over that hump. I got so much shit for it. For buying, you're buying subs, man. I was like, look, I have 4,000 watch hours. I got like 300 subs. Hell yeah, I bought those subs to get over the. Why not? Why not get the extra 700 to put you over? That way you get that monetization. You don't have to take that monkey off your back. You don't have to worry about getting those 4,000 hours. Well, I had the hours. I'm like, fuck, man, it's gonna take forever to get to the 1,000 sub mark at this point. So you goddamn right, I bought a video. I sure damn did. But I only put $25 in it. It was $25. I showed it. Man, act like I spent hundreds of dollars promoting my goddamn channel. I put $25 on one goddamn video and $25. It's $50 total. It was $50 total. All right, it was $60 total. It was $10 on a separate one to help. There was two promotions. Okay, there's the two promotions for the subs and then one for the views. It was $60 total. But it was $60 total. I made the money back after the monetization. And I even told people about it. And god damn it, was I fucking branded for buying subs? I'm not buying subs, bro. I got the views. All right, I bought some subs. But I had the views. And I tried to share this magic potion, this formula with people to help them out and make it seem like, oh, man, you're not. I was like, bro, I'm telling you I bought them. I'm telling you this is how I did it. So that way, if you're needing to get over the hump, god damn it, they just, like, you know what, fuck it then. You know what? Yeah, whatever. Bought the goddamn subs to get over the fucking hump. I don't care. YouTube sometimes caps your channel for that stuff. They do. Oh yeah, I've actually watched other channels do videos like about buying the promotions and how, the algorithm like messed them up after that they paid for their promotions. So I've seen those videos. I'm like, oh god damn it. But my goal was to never like have thousands of subs. It was literally just to get over the 1,000 mark and just have enough because I already had the watch hours to be monetized. That's all I really wanted to was to get over the 1,000 hump. I didn't know that once I turned that faucet on that it was going to be like that much, like it was going to completely fucking, go crazy. So that's like, okay, I don't really need to buy any more promotions because I already have the subs that I need. I'm already monetized. Let's just continue to grow the channel from here. I don't think it really, I want to say that it messed up the channel because at the time, before all this, going after other, with Brian and people really trolling and attacking me, the channel was still doing really well. So it wasn't like it messed up the algorithm where, all of a sudden, you have to buy your views. Those live streams were the views. You can't buy those lives. The videos is what I was putting the money into, wasn't the live stream. So when people were hanging out, they were hanging out and they were coming back watching the replays. So the watch hours, it was there where people were actually engaging. It's just because it's a small niche community, and being a year in at 300 subs, I was like, man, I want to do this now. You know, I want that money now. I want to put back into the channel. I want to grow the channel. Let's do more rants. Let's attack more people. Let's get more views. Let's get more money. So that's what it got away from being about the hobby and being more about growing the channel and trying to, you know, be this personality. And that's where I got away from just being who I was. And and I think what happens is a lot of people end up doing that with YouTube and being monetized, is that they get away from being who they are and they start chasing the views and that YouTube money. And it kind of disconnects them from, you know, being true to who you are. Because if you find out that this is what gets the views, then you of course, naturally, that's what you're going to go to. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if you like doing haul videos or rip videos. You know, when nobody watches it, it's kind of a bummer. You're like, oh, fuck, man, nobody cares about my MODOK Assassins or my Archie comic book haul. Nobody gives a fuck about that. So that kind of hurts when nobody actually watches you, you know, for the shit that you like, but rather watch you because they want to see the drama. So I find that here it's a good mixture of what I try to do here is do a little mixture of the two. And it got away from me where I dived too deep into the drama and got away from the comic book portion of the Razor comics. And I was doing more of the Razor than the comics, if that makes sense. Oh, shit. She said, but hey, whatever works for you. Yeah, I haven't used the promotion. This was like 2 years ago. So I'll show you here what I'm talking about. So let me share this with you. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So at the time where I was at around 300 subs, and I had over 4,000 watch hours. So I was at the point now where I could be monetized. All I had to do was get over 1,000 subs, right? Which is a threshold to be monetized. So about 10 months ago, so it's close to almost a year now, I invested into this video right here. It's called Sticky Goose is Back, and stickier than ever. Now, at the time that I dropped this video without the promotion, it did 700 views before the promotion. And after the video ran its course, its life, meaning after 48 hours on YouTube, it got over 700 views. So after a week went by, the video was dead on YouTube. It wasn't being played in the algorithm anymore. It was done. I decided at that point to go ahead and invest into this video right here. This one, and then this one right here, and then the next one right next to it. So these 3 videos, this one was a recent month, was about 5 months ago. So 5 months ago was the last time I used the promotion for views. But this one here, the Sticky Goose, is what I use for the subscribers. So I use this to promote me to get the subscribers 10 months ago. Once I hit the promotion, I put this for $25 on this video right here. And this video went from having 700 views to over 2,000 views. And I went from 300 subscribers to over 1,000 subscribers in less than, I think it was like 48 hours or something outrageous. And then I went from over 1,000 subscribers to over 2,500 subscribers by my next live show, which was that following Saturday. So within a week, I was monetized. And let me show you the video here that did it. This was what I was trying to show you. So now you guys can see here. Here's the video. This is the Sticky Goose is back and stickier than ever. It got 2.2K. It was 10 months ago. So that video did 700 views in the first week, and then it was dead. I decided to use this as the video to get me over the 1,000 subscriber mark. I took $25. I paid for a promotion that was supposed to run a week. I stopped it within, let's see, 4 to 6 hours. Because after 4 hours, it went over from $25 to $106 because it got so many views and so many clicks within that 4 hours. And instantly, within 48 hours, I got over 1,000 subscribers for this video right here. Now, I'll be honest with you. I thought it was funny on its own merit, and that's why I invested into this video. I thought that this was a video that should have did well over 700 views at the time that I dropped the video. And I thought I should have got me more than, I think, like the 10 subscribers that I got from not doing any promotion. I felt that there was something that was weird in the YouTube algorithm. Like, how come this video wasn't being pushed out there? I felt that it was funny enough. I felt that the guy that I was talking about was relevant at the time. He's a big YouTuber. So I didn't see any reason why this video didn't do as well as it should have. So when I invested into this video, the $25, it went crazy. I had to shut it off because I got so scared that I was going to, charge my account $100 and some dollars. It didn't. It just charged the 25 because it no matter what, it capped it out. I didn't know that. And this is the video. I'll play it for you now. Short portion of it. We won't play the whole thing. It's your boy, Razor Comics, and we have live breaking news tonight. For money. Just a little over 2 weeks ago, Razor Comics reported Sticky Goose had been retired from the comic book YouTube game. That's right. A little over 2 weeks ago, Sticky Goose had reportedly retired from the YouTube game. We reported it here on Razor Comics. And after 2 weeks, Sticky Goose comes roaring back, just like a bad case of genital herpes. The over and under was 2 months. And if you chose the under, it paid off. Now, as you can imagine, the return of Sticky Goose has sent shockwaves to the comic book community. Content creators are in full panic mode. But here at Razor Comics, being the comic book community drama reporter, we are going to give you fair and responsible reporting. What's our take on the Sticky Goose returning? Well, I'm going to tell you what. Me having my beef and my drama with Sticky Goose will be the first one to welcome him back to the comic book community. That's right. Even here at Razor Comics, we believe in the video together. I'm going to drop a positive comment. Hold up. So this, thank you. I appreciate it. Looking sharp. Yeah, thank you. It was a whole clueless. My whole spiel was, Holly, was I'm supposed to be a clueless reporter, right? That's why I keep doing the breaking news bit, and I have the jacket on. Like, I'm supposed to be the guy that doesn't really know what the fuck's going on, but I'm gonna make fun of what's going on. That was the bit. And I was trying to recreate the whole Chris Farley fat guy in a little coat type thing. So yeah, this was the video. Sorry, comic book community. And that's the video, man. That's the one that pushed it over, and it made it easy for me to be monetized. And quite frankly, that's what it was. It was just easy to be monetized that way. I already had the watch hours, which is kind of hard to do. To get 4,000 watch hours in a year, quite frankly, it's not easy. I mean, you probably know how that is, Holly. If you're doing just videos and not live streams, it's kind of hard to get those watch hours unless you're constantly getting those multiple thousand views. And being that I don't do that content, I'm not putting out videos about CGC or about why this comic didn't get this grade or top 10. I'm not doing any of those videos, so I'm not going to get those numbers. It's the reason why I invested into the promotions, because it's a niche community, and to get 4,000 watch hours was amazing to me within the first year that I had those watch hours, and I did not want them to go to waste in order for me not to get 1,000 subscribers. It's like, fuck that. I got a 4,000 watch hours. People are enjoying the show. People are hanging out. I might as well get those 1,000 subscribers, and then I can always do something with the show later on. It's monetized. So that's pretty hard to do. But if doing the live streams really helps out, because the videos, at least you're constantly getting those, it's hard to constantly get those 4,000 watch hours. Holly says, on my gaming channel, I do live streams. Yeah, that's another, you know what? I don't want to call it the cheat code in the comic book community, Holly, but that's a cheat code in the comic book community. I've noticed that. That's a rant that I was working on putting together, Holly. One of my Razor rants, and I'm still going to work. I'm probably going to, now you've, rejuvenated me. But that's one of the things that I've noticed about here in the comic book world. People that are not gamers, that are not true gaming channels, it's a cheap way, bro, for them to get those hours. I see you guys sitting there going live to play video games, which is cool if you're a gaming channel and that's what you do. But, bro, come on, bro. These comic book content creators want to create content, but they know they don't have the watch hours in order to get monetized, or in order for them to stay where they're at, they have to do the Niobe, I love you. And Niobe is a gamer, but some of you content creators that are not fucking gaming channels that are on here, jump on your lives just to play. Go fuck off with that shit. Go make some goddamn content. Fumble over the live stream goddamn StreamYard thumbnails that I did, motherfuckers. Try to entertain some fools other than watching you play fucking video games all night. And I'm cool if you're a gaming channel and that's what your content is about, and you're building your world on you're a gamer. The cheat code here in the community, I'll be honest with you, Holly, is coming on lives and going and playing fucking video games. That's the cheat code. You start watching these live streams, you'll say, "Oh yeah, Razor said that. I noticed that now." Doesn't this guy talk comic books? What the fuck's he doing here playing video games? You guys know who you are. You know who out there, motherfuckers playing video games and content. Get mad at me. This guy doesn't talk comic books. He's called Razor Comics. No, he talks about his drama, man. At least I'm somewhat entertaining, whether you troll me because you make fun of me because I fumble over shit and I don't know what I'm talking about. But hey, it's entertaining. I'm attempting to try to make you laugh. A lot of times you're laughing at me because the shit's not funny, which is fine. It's part of the job. But sitting there playing video games is just cheating. God damn it. And I don't care. I'm going to call it out. That's what we do here at Razor. We're going to call you out. Breaking news, guys. Hit the breaking news, producers. Cheating by playing video games in the comic book community is cheating. Breaking news for the front desk. Content creators use live gaming to boost numbers. Content creators using live gaming to boost numbers. Not buying subs, not buying views, no. Rather going live to play video games where they're not goddamn gamers. How are you not a gamer, bro? You're just going to go live to sit there and play video. So that way, why? Why? Because you need to build up your watch hour. How about just be funny? How about you just try to put together a show or have a take on something, even if it's if it's a clueless reporter take, have a take. Let me come to your show to watch you fumble. Let me come to your show to have you talk shit. Do something. I put that over the guy that comes on his show to sit there to get watch hours while he plays video games. Fuck off with that. That's my rant for the night. There you go. There's your Razor rant. Gaming live streams. Nerdy Geeks laughing at me. I started this channel in 2024, and wow, this type of content comics is hard for views. Yes, it is. So for 4,000 viewers, you know what? I'm going to give myself, for 4,000 watch hours, for this guy, for the crash out locale, I'm going to give myself a round of applause, guys. Now, you know what? Let's do it. I'm going to pat myself on the back for 4,000 views for a comic book channel. God damn it. This ain't Comic Time. This ain't Beyond Wednesdays or Comic Time. This is Razor Comics. We're different, and we still got the 4,000 views without. That was before I even promoted myself on the goddamn promotions. I already had them hours, son. So let's remember that. It's not like I bought watch hours. I bought subs. But you still had to watch me. You might not have subscribed, but you still watched. And that's what's really important. I made gaming videos too, just not live streaming it. Hey, Holly, if you have not hit your 4,000 watch hours, I will not be mad at you at all, Holly. You get the pass for going ahead. Because you're a friend of the channels, goddammit. And around here, people in this comic community do that to each other. They you know, we're fine, but if other people do it, we talk shit about them. That's just how this community works. So yeah, if you do it, we're cool because we're friends. But because I'm not friends with the other guys, I talk shit about them. So please, that's how that works. Remember, I have over 4 months. God damn it, Holly! Over 4 of them? Really? No shit. That's badass, bro. 4 months. You should be on here, Holly. You should be on here telling me, giving me the secrets. Help me out, Holly. Question for you: live streams, yay or nay? Is that a way to grow your channel? I'm always told live streams are not a way. Let me pick your brain since you're monetized. God damn it, Holly. Let me pick your brain. All right. Since you're monetized, Holly, live, I have always been told that going live, I schedule my lives. I used to just go live. You know, like, I'm gonna go live. You know, now I try to schedule my lives, obviously, and do something that's, you know, kind of entertaining, which, you know, we'll get there. But I was always told that the only way to grow your channel is by videos, not by lives. Now, I'm a community guy. I like to hang out with you guys and talk. So I understand that that's just a slow burn, right? But what do you think about growing your channel by doing strictly lives, like mainly like 70% lives, right? Is that a way to grow, or is the formula videos? That's awesome. It's amazing. Congratulations, buddy. Let me give you a round of applause for that. 4 monetized channels, guys. That's hard to do. If you got questions, this is the person to ask. It's hard work. It's a full-time job, Holly. Is it constantly having to find content up? I mean, I can imagine it's the editing, the different types of programs that you have to use, the time that you have to, the takes that you do because you're in front of the camera. You're not reading the chat. I'm trying to get caught up, buddy. Let's see. We have, what if I play games based on a comic? That might work. You know what? Marvel Rivals is something that, you know, that's a pass, right? Because it's a game based off a comic. Acceptable. That's acceptable, brother. Comic book channels would be very hard to do. Yeah, right. Thanks, Holly. How many channels have top comic to invest in weekly and they all have no clue about investing? That's what this hobby is now, bro. It's about investing in the comic books, and it's been like that for a while, man. That's why I'm not a popular channel, because I don't really care about the flipperverse. I'm not looking to, you know, flip comic books. I'm not really, you know, quite frankly, looking to sell comic books, but every once in a while on whatnot, just to fund my own hobby. No live streams kills you even if you're awesome. Really? Wow. No live streams kills you even if you're awesome. That's, you know, I appreciate that feedback. Thank you. But the human element is lovely and really appreciated by your followers. That's, you know what? That's probably the best feedback, the best advice, one of the best advice I've received here doing content, because I've gotten a lot of advice over the last couple of years from content creators that are trying to advise me, you know, when I was hot. And that's really solid advice right there. I appreciate that. That's real talk. So Holly asked, I asked Holly if live streams can grow your channel. If you're looking to grow as a channel and not really worried about the community aspect, you know, the hanging out with your buddies, kind of showing off your haul, and you know, just kind of connecting with the human element. Holly says that no live streams kills you, even if you're awesome. So what she's saying is that, Razor, you're a funny, good-looking guy, but that doesn't matter. And I respect that. But the human element is lovely and really appreciated by your followers. See, this is really good, man. This is helping me out, right? This is going to help me reset my channel for the new year. Yeah, no, thanks, Holly. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Right, Nerdy? Thank you for that, Holly. I never do my own live streams. Yes, I've noticed that, brother. You're usually on like another live stream or kind of like piggybacking, but like your channel will show like, just what they're doing. So that's cool, man. This is really good feedback. That was really awesome. Holly helped us out with some good shit right there. You know what I mean? I have a lot of questions, but that's one of them. Because I was always told, yeah, don't do lives. Lives will mess you up like in a minute, man. Once you start doing lives, it kind of kills the vibe of your channel when you're trying to grow. But the community aspect is really fun. So good stuff. Good stuff tonight, guys. We had a new person stop by who asked Holly. Really fun. We had Nerdy Geeks here hanging out. Holly really gives some really good advice, man. If you guys have any questions for somebody who has a channel over 4 times monetized, 4 different channels, then now is a good time to drop it in the chat. Your boy's going to be wrapping up here shortly. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening on the replay, I really appreciate you guys. All are welcome, comic book community. All are welcome here at Razor Comics.
All are welcome. All are welcome.
We're calling this new year a Razor Reset. Razor Reset means that we are going back to what we love, which is this hobby, which is the community. So I will take Holly's advice and continue to drop my videos like I have been doing. And I will continue to do the live streams at least once a week. Guys, the goal tonight was to get a $5 super chat. No worries. We will get there. I'm $97 right now on this channel. I'm $3 away from hitting that sweet $100 mark where we get paid out at the end of the month. Once that money starts flowing, I invest my money back into my channel. So I take that money because I'm fortunate to work, and I work now 7 days a week with the door dashing thing. What I do is I take that money, and a large part of that, almost all of it, goes right back into this channel. And what I mean by that is that money goes into what we're using here, which is the StreamYard, because quite frankly, even though I've had people like Niobe Comics and this gentleman in the chat, AI Synthetic Panels, reach out to me, I don't know how to use OBS or ODB or DBS. I don't know how to use that stuff, and it's hard for me to learn it. So I use the StreamYard. Quite frankly, it's a little expensive. So that money goes back to paying the StreamYard. I also do the giveaways every weekend. So we'll be back to doing the giveaways. Next weekend, I will preview a giveaway. So follow next week's show. I'm going to have a stack of books. As long as you're here in the United States, I can't ship it out internationally, but it's free. You just reach out to me, Razor Comics 602. If you're a winner, I ship them out to you the next couple of days. You get those really quickly. I don't wait around to give out my giveaways. I give back to those who watch the show. That's what this has always been about. It's been about giving back to the show. If you guys help me out, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody who stopped by tonight, from Synthetic Panels to our new friend who asked Holly, thank you so much. Nerdy Geeks, please give them a follow. Please check out my mom, Fat Ray's mother. She's been helping me out since birth. Steven Spock, appreciate you, my guy. You're a huge follower since the beginning, helping me out just with my knowledge in general, with the whole stick covers, teaching me about comic books, about what a key is, about a spread, a splash. Man, all the love, guys, from following me for the last couple years. I really, holy shit. Did that just happen? That just happened, guys. We got the $5. We're over the mark, ladies and gentlemen. I'm rich, bitch.
I'm rich, bitch.
There it is. There's the super chat. That's what we do. Here's what we do for the super chat, guys. We have a whole lineup of congratulations, of clips for super chats. We did it last year. We're doing it again. Every time we get a super chat, this is the clip that we play. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat, Synthetic Panels. We hit the mark. Guys, come back next week. I am going to give away a stack of sick covers. And what I mean about a stack of sick covers, I'm talking about sick covers, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Run the clip.
I'm rich, bitch.
It's one of us. Google gobble, one of us.
Google gobble, one of us. Google gobble.
Thank you for being a friend.
motherfucker. You fuck your man.
Yes, you are the best motherfucker. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, brother. That really helps out the channel. It does go back, man. I do give back to everybody who watches the channel. So I don't go out just buying me new Jordans. It gets put back into here, hanging out with you guys on Friday nights, 6 p.m. my time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern. Friday nights, late night after hours. The only late night after hours here on Comic Book Community is Razor Comics. Guys, we are going to get the top 10 flowing again. We're going to get the sick covers, bro. We're going to get that smooth transition. We're not going to be fumbling. It's going to be fun. I will provide entertainment. I am not going to sit up here and play video games. I will promise you that much. Who asked Holly says OBS is better. 4K, so YT makes you more seriously with 4K streams. Thank you. I need to invest in a 4K camera, Holly. That is the next thing I need to get. You are right. I got to get away out of this 1080 bullshit. 4K is the way to go for Razor this year, guys. Let's keep the money train going, man. Appreciate you, and I will get that 4K camera. We'll make it fun. We'll have a good time. We'll give back to the community. I'm talking about sick giveaways, guys. Sick covers. Thank you to this gentleman as well for Nerdy Geeks for stopping by. Sick covers, bro. OBS is as hard as it seems. It's just tricky. Yes, I know. I got to figure it out, Holly. Believe me, you're preaching to the choir around here with these guys. They've been telling me forever. I got to. You see me fumble earlier with the segments as it is with StreamYard, which makes it really easy. So I can only imagine how much shit I'll be fucking up with the OBS. Thank you so much, guys. We are going to get out of here. Enjoy your night. Again, really appreciate the love, the support. We're back, guys. Late night after hours with your boy Razor Comics. And until next time, check you later.
Some say love is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed.